right now, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, right? That would have been pretty fucking, like, on point. And I'd be like, oh shit, use whatever dice you just rolled.
Seriously.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, Sugar? Text Alex. Dan has arrived with 47 Ds at the end. So you know, means business.
Dan, why did we have blue dots on our characters?
Concentration.
Ah.
They're still concentrating.
What was I concentrating on?
Dick.
I do not recall. What's going on, everybody? About to have a good time here. Little.
What are you concentrating on?
What am I always concentrating on?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My 24-hour hex.
It's spicy. You're a spicy hex boy.
Ha!
That was punny.
Got a big ol' glass of dragon's milk right here for this adventure.
Nice.
Ah.
Josh can't hear you.
There we go. I said, is that code name for beer?
Yeah, it's a type of beer.
Sounds sexual.
It's good. It's a like a milk. It's a milk stout, right?
Stout or porter, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Is it the Yums?
It's good.
It's a little pricey. It's like $4 for a bottle.
Jesus.
It's good though. I think it's got like a fucking 11%.
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty strong.
Let's find out. It's an aged stout. Bourbon barrel aged stout.
Solid.
I must have done in the wrong chat. Where is Rhythm? There it is.
Yeah, it's 11%.
All right. So, in our previous session, you guys continued to explore the third level of the Tomb of Annihilation, the Dungeon of Deception. After making your way down this, past the trap that claimed two of your group members' lives, made your way up to the second level, back down around, past that incredibly dangerous hallway. Made it through a somewhat challenging water puzzle. Recovered the two eyes, two crystal eyes. Not sure of their purpose up to this point. But you recovered two crystal eyes, a red, or a purple and a green crystal eye. As you continued to explore, you found a small tunnel, crawlway that was also trapped. And through some spell use and ingenuity, you overcame it and recovered a red eye from that trap, a red crystal eye. As you continued to explore, you conquered another puzzle with the shadow of Osalia drinking from a cauldron, revealing the fourth eye that you have recovered on this level, a red crystal eye. You then worked your way through the rest of that hallway up to Aijen's tomb. I believe it was Aijen. So let me make sure. Yep. Up to Aijen's tomb. Overcame a puzzle in there. You received a Wand of Wonder. I believe. Who got Aijen's spirit?
It flew.
Jeremy, right?
Jeremy chose
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Hakeem received Aijen's spirit there, gaining a 23 dexterity score.
Hot.
But
Hell yeah.
but gaining the flaw of I will never stick to a plan.
Which is pretty funny and ironic.
And that is that's where we ended it. So you're in this tomb in Aijen's tomb.
More specifically, Balin.
Yes, Balin. You still have the corpse of the dead dwarf. Balin currently or who had the I think we said Nephthys had the wand at this point, correct? Because it was you two guys doing arcana checks on it.
I guess.
Yes.
No, because Balin took the identify spell from his.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
exactly what it was. Correct. Yeah. So Balin identified the Wand of Wonder. Yeah, and that's where we're at. Any questions over last session?
Negative.
All right. Well, what are you guys doing?
Osalia is going to ask the front if the tomb seems safe.
Wait, you said that's the front.
If the tomb seems safe.
Well, I'm kind of scared to step off these steps right now, but possibly.
Oh yeah, it's a puzzle, right? Because
Yes, sir.
I guess there's no telling if that puzzle is still active or not after the whole event thing happened.
Josh, would I be able to see if it looks like it's been disabled or anything? Because, well, yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Boop, boop, and boop.
Oh, nice.
20.
20. Hell yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because there's no visible
Yeah.
trap. There wasn't any visual pressure plates from the beginning. But you are able to, Osalia, and Nephthys would point this out also, is that when Nephthys made it to the pedestal, the medallion in the mount started to just slowly rotate, not stopping on any icon, and it continues to do that.
It would appear that, for the time being, the trap is likely disabled.
Osalia will enter the room, requesting everyone take a safe distance in case the trap is triggered again.
I guess Balin will take the dodge action.
Okay.
So,
I don't ready
I
dodge.
think he can dodge those. But...
Nephthys is actually where Zarak is, but I just have him placed here to see the room.
Okay.
Oh, can I have Akeem's control?
Yes.
So I'm going to move him back out of the doorway.
Why don't I have the controlled by? Determined by character settings, of course. Where's that? Where are my PCs? Up here. Akeem.
That
Why don't I have a controlled by option for him?
Jeremy managed to break it.
Okay, there we go. I got it figured out. You should be good to go.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to just move him back behind Nephthys. Or, back behind Nephthys. And she's going to go right here.
Okay.
I tell the party I'm going to investigate this room because the level of danger that was tied to that puzzle seems like the perfect place to hide secrets. And first, I'm gonna investigate this dwarf body.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And that's before I've moved off that first square. 23.
Nice. Okay, so looking over the dwarf's body, it's just ate down to bone. Yeah, there's a little bit of flesh left, but not much, and you just have the chainmail that he was wearing draped onto the skeletal remains. The shield scattered to the side. There's a small pouch, and he's also has a yellow turban that has a green gemstone set into the front of it. So there's that. He has a hand axe, and as you continue to look, you opening up the pouch, you find a greater potion of healing, and you find 2 crystal eyeballs, a dark blue and a vibrant purple.
Oh, wow. This guy was pretty ahead of himself.
So it would seem.
So a potion of greater healing and the 2 crystals.
And looking at the turban that he was wearing, looks pretty valuable.
I think you were actually concentrating on detect magic. Now that I think about it.
You know what? I think so. Do I have that one? Let me see. Where's that?
Yes, you do.
Yep. Detect magic. Yeah. I was. Okay.
You're not getting anything magical off of anything that he has, but I mean, taking a look, the Peridot, I believe, is the gemstone's name.
Yeah.
Peridot, very expensive. The gemstone by itself would probably fetch 500 gold.
Fuck.
That's spicy.
And he additionally has a diamond in a small pouch just along his belt that was set off by its side, right next to like a component pouch that it looks like he had this set off just separately to the side. A pretty large diamond in there, also valued at 500 gold.
All right then.
I add that to my gem pouch. Sick. I tell them I found 2 eyes on this unfortunate yet helpful dwarf. And I reach them back to Nephthys.
I will grab them. Sorry.
Also a potion of healing, which can be life or death, it seems, in this situation.
Indeed.
This man was quite rich. There's a diamond set. There's quite a valuable diamond in this sack right here. You said it was a component pouch?
Yeah, it was like next to his component pouch. He had a component pouch, which if you would want to take anything from there, it was your standard spellcaster's component pouch. And then to the side of it was like a small little, like, just a smaller pouch to the side. And in that was the 500 gold diamond.
Yeah, so yeah, I let him.
Oh, yeah?
I let Nephthys know about the component pouch, the diamond, the turban's like hard to miss, right?
Yeah. Just the bright yellow turban.
Quite valuable. I believe this is large enough to fit over your horns.
Well, we wouldn't want that, now would we?
Yes, you're quite proud of your horns, aren't you? I am taking the risk, and I'm going to move towards this statue right there.
Okay. Go ahead and just do another investigation check for the room.
Okay. Does it seem safe right here? Like
nothing has
went off or anything.
Nothing has gone off.
Okay. I want to tell Nephthys that I believe it's safe to come in.
Hi, Harvey.
And bring the rest of our companions.
Very well. And I will gesture to Akeem and Ellie Dove that it seems to be safe for now.
Ellie Dove
Akeem,
looks back. Go ahead.
Can you like give me help, like as if we're both investigating and I have like advantage, or I roll for both of us or something?
Yeah, either one. Advantage or roll for both of you.
Baylin's got a really high investigation.
I will stay out and send Zarak in.
Coward.
And he will help Balin through.
I'm doing a investigation with advantage.
I don't know. Josh?
Yes. One person with advantage or two people roll separately.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm doing it. 15.
Oh.
Baylin. I wanted Akeem to help me. All right, whatever.
All right. Investigating the room, you don't see much else from what you already have spotted. So you've got the purple fungus to the south, the sphinxes, the puzzle on the floor, solid gold barge on the pedestal there. But other than that, you're not seeing much.
What's this divot over here?
That's the backside of the jackal mouth that Nephthys had looked through.
Oh.
That Zarak could easily fit through, I assume. Since he's tiny.
If he's tiny, yes, he could fit through it.
Cool.
All right, well, I guess if we find nothing else with the investigation check, we just leave. I'm certain there's a secret door in this room, but, you know. I want to, like, check behind the statues and, like, scout the perimeter of the room and shit.
So using your passive perception, you do one final scan as you walk around. You're not seeing any hidden doors or anything.
Huh. This is certainly where I would hide something if I was going to hide something, but I guess we should carry on. What's up with this, like, little sneaky passageway to my north right here?
That's where Zarak had flown down it. It leads to a different little sneaky path down here by the water.
Oh.
Can I have some?
Huh. Okay, well, it would appear there's nothing else in this room. And the room down there only has a closet. Shall we proceed?
A closet in a tomb.
Well, the closet from which Osalia's shadow came.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah, I guess we'll leave. What's through this skinny tunnel? Is that the one?
That's the one.
Okay, okay.
Well, Nephthys will lead the way, notably kind of waving the trident, saying, "Don't forget to utilize the weapons before passing."
Yeah. Yes, yes. I do the thing
All right.
with the weapon.
Ellie Dove grabs a weapon. I'm assuming Balin is as he just passes through it.
Yeah, the trident that I had before when I walked through, did that disappear, or did I?
No, it's still there. You can still pick it up.
Yeah. That's what I had, the other trident.
Gotcha.
I curiously inquire what would happen if we didn't have our weapons drawn.
You would know that you took like 40 points of damage as the water forcefully shoved you against the back wall here.
Here, I'll draw a line.
Like a big wave that takes up the whole hall just launches you backwards into the wall. Is what happened the first time you guys tried to walk through without a weapon.
It's basically a water ball.
So we go.
I will mention that there is another small tunnel here. Shall I send Zerak? I genuinely don't remember if I looked down this tunnel or not.
I mean, no one went into it from my memory. I don't remember if you, like, inspected it.
Yeah, seems to be have been working.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and slap a little 10 stealth on Zerak.
Okay, doing his best. Flies off your shoulder. Starts to head down the tunnel. Heads down about 20 feet or so. Tunnel takes a sharp right turn.
Alright. You just kind of stop there, take a look. Seeing that it appears to be a chamber that widens up.
Yeah, it's a small chamber that he can see into. It appears to be 10 by 10. Make a perception check.
Okay. $23.
Nice.
Crit.
Looking into it, it's a little different. Examining it, taking a decent look. Right, so it's 10 by 10, similar stone. Only in here, you notice there's dust all along the floors. It looks like someone hasn't been through here in a long time. And then it goes about another 5 feet before curving to the west.
Okay. He will, get to right about there. Kind of just peek around. And then dart across.
Okay. Yep, so curves pretty much immediately.
Carefully around the corner.
All right. And as he looks around the corner now, go ahead and make another perception check. And are you seeing through Zerak here?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
15.
15, all right. So looking into here, Zerak sees two balconies that face each other over a vast pit. Between the balconies hover 5 wooden platforms. Each one a disc 10 feet across. The floors of the pit and the ceiling of this chamber are lined in large spikes. On the east balcony, so the one closest to you, stands a rough-hewn, 15-foot tall statue of a hulking fiend with furled wings, and its fists clenched. Set into the wall on the west balcony is a rusty lever that's in the up position. Make an Arcana check to see if you can recognize this statue. I'd say Arcana. Arcana or History, it's up to you.
Since I'm looking through it, I would use Nephthys for this, yeah?
Yeah.
18?
18. You're not sure what it is. Definitely fiendish.
Okay. Would I at least be able to identify if it's like abyssal or hellish in nature?
1 second. I'd say with an 18, you could gather that it's abyssal. Got the I know those horny kind of features that abyssal creatures would have.
Right.
Almost like a scaly sort of complexion to it. Yeah. And just that like devilish almost kind of face to it with like these large canine teeth.
And I thank you for it every day.
All right. I will communicate. Obviously, I'm communicating all the things that I see to my party, even though I can't hear what they're saying to me, but I can talk to them.
Hello, gentlemen.
What's
Going on, man?
Hang on, I'm just writing this down real quick.
Can I have like disadvantage on a check based on his description of the statue?
I would say you could just make a history or arcana check based on what he's describing. Doesn't have to be a disadvantage.
$26.
As he describes it, it starts to ring a bell a little bit. You're like, I know what he's talking about. And then it clicks for a second. He's describing a Nicholas.
Ooh, spicy.
So we just went back and started picking up the other little gems.
I mean, what you would know about pretty fearsome abyssal creatures, right? They're known really for like going into battle with their like lumbering battle axes or great axes. Pretty fearsome enemies. Although the statue is not depicted with a great axe.
I explained that it's actually the Yugloth race fiend. They are not
What do you
native
mean?
to
I literally
the
updated
Abyss
the
or the Nine
titles to be,
Hells, and they tend to play both
D&D.
sides. They're very cunning, very devilish, but they're not devils. That one's not one to fuck with either. I was just telling like Akeem and Balin, like, yeah, it's a fucking super dangerous lower plains badass. Good things it's just a statue. Ha 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 ha.
So Zarak will kind of, in order to get this description, I guess he kind of flew around it, inspecting
Yeah,
it,
I'd
right?
say he's looking at it. Yeah, for sure. Nothing has changed. You do notice as you fly out, though, the same fungus that has been here everywhere else on this level is there, and the eyeballs, as soon as he flies out of it, just open up and are just watching.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm sending him across the way. Obviously flying, not landing on anything.
Okay.
As soon as I get here, I would notice this little tunnel.
Yep, and there's it's a staircase that descends up into a wall. It ascends, 10 feet upwards, and then there's a wall.
Does he
And the more-
also notice the other lever?
Yeah, there's one lever. The lever is on the west wall.
Oh, it was only on that side.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so I will be describing this whole situation. And I will say I'm going to inspect the tunnel. I'll fly in here.
Flying in there, another tunnel. It goes pretty far west, and then it looks like there's a hole in the ground that you can't see into after you go about 30 feet to the west.
Okay. Slowly coming about, noticing this tunnel. Seeing that it
Direct
turns
is
to
lost
the
forever.
right. He's going to fly up in here. Is that like a plank in the way or something?
Right. So as he flies up in there, one sec. You face. Sorry, looking at the wrong. Yeah. So it's just a straight sheet of iron that bisects this crawlway. The sheet of iron itself is etched with a snarling minotaur.
Okay.
But its eyes have been cut out. So you could see through it if you tried and got close enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that for now. It's gonna come out here and slowly gonna get to about right there and see if you can make out anything additional.
Can't see anything additional. I mean, it's a straight down hole. You're about 10 feet away. You can't really see into the hole.
All right, he will be right there and look down.
Okay. 1 second.
Once again,
Chokers.
narrating all this to the party.
Right. So the room that you look into is drum shaped, or a cylinder almost, and it looks like it's sort of laying on its side, with the south end tapering toward a small stone door. And all along the walls are carvings of demons. And inside the eyes of the demons are literal flickering flames.
Would I be able to, seeing through Zarak, be able to kind of piece together that this might be that room that Tomb Guardian was looking over?
This is exactly what it is.
Okay. Alright. So I guess at that point,
Harvey!
I will come back up and I will fly closer to this thing. Like about right there.
Okay.
And see if I can make out anything through the hole.
Make a perception check. Hi, big boy. What are you doing?
Hey, big boy.
Ew.
Whoa, bro. Keep talking.
Got 11.
Yeah, looking through it, you see that it goes east for about 10 feet and then turns south. You don't see much else.
Okay.
Oh wait, just kidding. And as you were looking through it, sorry, I was looking at the wrong DC. What's wrong, Harv? You're gonna go upstairs? Yeah. Be careful, you better crawl up those stairs. I don't want to see you walking up them.
He thinks he's
Looking through
people.
it, you do notice that on the other side of the wall, and on your side as you're examining it, you do notice small latches that look like they could be easily undone, and that this metal slat could be raised into the ceiling.
Okay.
Harvey. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell Zarak to stay put for a moment until he receives further command telepathically, right?
Go upstairs then, Harvey.
And then I'm gonna come out and describe the situation to the party, which I have been this whole time. What course of action should I take? I could attempt to proceed through the latch. I could activate the lever. Or I could see what's at the wall, at top of the stairs.
I tell Nephthys that because he couldn't hear himself, he started shouting when he was speaking, and but then he tried to overcorrect, and it was too quiet,
Bye.
whispering.
Nephthys slaps Asalia.
I mean, that was a lot of information from scouting. The only issue is, unless we're squeezing through there, we're still gonna have to find our way around.
I was just about to bring that idea up. I think the only place we can even fit is through the doorway up the stairs.
Indeed.
Also, the next clue on the third floor is right the gods, and I don't know, demons go along with gods. That room with the demons interests me as well.
Indeed.
No, not. I don't believe that Nikoloth statue has anything to do with that phrase.
I meant the glowing eyes demon on the wall.
That is in a different room.
Are you talking to me or Eddie?
No, it's a different. The one with the burning eyes. That's the room with the cylinder in it. That's below the level.
And I'm saying that room interests me because it has to do with the next kind of tip, I guess, that this tomb seems to be giving us.
And it does descend downward, and we are trying to get down to the 4th floor, correct? So that may be a proper lead. You might be on there.
We haven't found the skeleton key on the 3rd floor yet, but wait, we haven't, right? No.
We have the triangle
key. And we have a square key, I believe, right?
You guys have 2 keys. You have not gotten a 3rd one.
Yeah.
Look up at the ceiling and expect to see a skeleton cling to the ceiling like a spider.
I will investigate the wall.
Did you make a perception check to see if you saw the skeleton? Come on.
Oh. 22.
Yes, there are no skeleton keys on the wall above you.
Hey, don't start the sentence like that.
So, Zerak's gonna fly up the stairs to this wall. Kind of look up and around.
Make an investigation check.
That means I rolled a 5. Minus 4 is 1.
That's a wall.
I will say to everyone, I can't make out much through Zerak's eyes, but he is not the best at investigating. And I'm gonna tell him to come back to me.
Okay, do you just want me to move him quickly to you? There you go.
Well,
Right.
do we go down this tunnel to that room, or do we seek for an alternative route there?
We could try the tunnel, I suppose. As long as it doesn't get any tighter, then we should be fine.
It
That's what he
maintains
said.
this width. Although, if you recall, there is a room about halfway through. Floor is covered in dust.
Okay. Let's see.
Ugh.
Would you like to lead the way, I suppose, since you've seen the path already?
I could do that.
Shall I enter as a beast appropriate to the size?
That is
Sorry, guys.
entirely up to you. Nephthys will have Zerak take up the back. And Nephthys will kind of lead the way.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna wild shape into a velociraptor.
Okay. Quickly meld your shape. You are now a raptor. Right behind.
Since I'm small, I'll stand in front of Nephthys since I'm not like impeded by movement or anything.
Okay.
So there's a little small, like bird-like raptor in front of you, and I'm gonna stealth in front, so I don't make as much noise moving.
I'll check.
Nephthys will actually
Yeah,
also
alright.
stealth.
They have a 5 to their stealth. So 16 total. Oh no, that was Nephthys's. I got an 8. Ha!
Ellie Dove is stealthing also.
I got a 12.
She has a
I didn't
20.
even try it, and I got a 28.
Jesus.
You see it.
Uh,
Well, I guess a small turkey-sized dinosaur isn't very quiet.
It's unfortunately you're kind of scraping up the walls a little bit. You haven't used this form a ton lately, so it just kind of throws you off balance a little bit as you're moving through.
You're not used to your own
Yeah.
body.
I'm gonna move 10 more feet forward and enter the open room.
Okay. Yeah, you come into the 10 by 10 room. Very dusty in here. It looks like no one's gone through this room in quite some time.
What's in this room?
Nothing.
Why is my token like going one side or the other?
The tunnel isn't wide enough. It like locks you
okay.
from one square or
if
the
you
other.
hold Alt while you move your token, you can move it free of the gridlock.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There's nothing in this room at all. Can I do like a perception check on the room?
Absolutely.
It's 14.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything else. It looks like just a room that no one's been in for years and years.
Okay. That's weird. Alright. Give me 1 sec.
10-4.
Grab a quick snack.
Hey, so real quick, I'm assuming we were coming down here to investigate for the other gyms.
I mean,
Or was this just our next point of advantage for the next room or whatever?
didn't we get all the gems?
No, remember we passed some up because Osalia never explained anything to us. He said it wasn't worth our time.
You guys currently have all the gems that you have found.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. We did go back. Sorry, I have none of my notes in front of me, so
No,
I'm
you're
kind
fine.
of going off of memory.
Basically, when we finished off last session, and Igens, was it?
Yep.
I got
Yeah.
taken. I got taken.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So we just
I
finished
gotta-
up in there, just kind of looked around, and we walked back through the waterfall, and then Dan sent Zerak to go investigate, and we're kind of going that direction that he investigated.
Oh, I know. I got to remember now because I forgot my dex just shot through the roof.
Yeah.
You're one of the most dexterous people on the fucking plane.
But you only have a +6 instead of, I got
And I'm
+5
gonna
without the-
fuck you. I'm gonna fuck your guys' plan over, just so you know.
Too.
Awesome.
Dude, now when Josh says you can roll acrobatics or athletics, you can roll acrobatics. I guess you're not Fintar anymore, so it's not as funny, but still.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I mean, I'm gonna keep moving, I guess. Everybody can come into the room as I enter the tunnel.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop right here.
And I kind of peer around this corner here and I see some shit developing.
So you see the statue that Nephthys had described to the Nicolith with some fungus growing around in the balcony, right? With the golden...
This thing?
Yep, that's the statue. With the golden guardrail around the edge, and you can tell that it just descends a pretty good distance down. You can't see the bottom from where you are, but you remember Nephthys describing that the pit went down roughly 60 feet into jagged spikes, and the roof also is lined with spikes.
Seems dangerous. I am still concentrating on detect magic. So within 30 feet of me, does anything that I can see that's up to here giving off any kind of magic?
The entire room is magical.
Oh, geez. How about that statue?
No more magical than the rest of the room.
But also magical.
I would say that so you're getting what is it, out to 30 feet, you said?
Yeah.
The magic starts here, over the pit.
In the bedroom.
And then over the entire, well, not the entire pit, but out to the 30 feet, you sense magic.
But anything coming directly from the statue as well?
Nothing coming from the statue.
I see. Okay. 1 sec.
Actually, hold on. 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, okay.
Holding.
So, sorry. The statue, you're getting a very light arcane aura coming from the statue. It's fist. You're getting magical aura from its fist. Abjuration.
Ooh, neat. What kind of magic is the pit? I'm sorry? Also abjuration?
The pit would be closer to... Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, you should have this ready.
Probably.
Yeah, well, it doesn't tell you exactly. The pit is a much stronger magical aura.
No, it does.
you're getting-
It tells you the school of magic associated to the type of magic.
Oh,
So-
right. No, but I was saying the book doesn't outline it.
The school of magic in the book just says you gonna die.
But I'm
see.
using my best judgment here. From the pit, you're getting a much stronger magical aura of evocation.
I see. Well, I'm still a bird thing. So I'm gonna turn around to Nephthys. I'm gonna put my little wings out and just like tell him to stop. And I'm gonna turn back around and move into the room coming out by the statue. Right there.
Nephthys will turn around and just kind of say, Osolia requested that we stop.
Okay, so you move up to there. Eyeballs immediately just pop open. Just like the wet popping sound as they just emerge from the fungus.
They seem non-threatening though, like they're just watching us.
They're just watching.
Yeah, I don't like that something is watching us progress through this dungeon, because it knows when we'll succeed.
I mean, Withers already left us a literal note.
Hey, King,
What?
you still have mage armor from previous cast. It lasts for 8 hours.
What did Balin say? I'm sorry. I wasn't hearing him because my son was talking to my face.
Don't yell at your son like that, you bad
Yell
father.
at him. Yell at him.
When you said
knows
you don't
I'm
like
trying.
people, when you said you don't like people watching us in our progression, I said Withers left us a literal note that like basically made it seem like he knew exactly everything we had ever done in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
That little bitch is dying. If nothing has happened with the statue, like I literally expect that shit to turn around and punch me in the bird face. When it doesn't, I'm gonna like come back over to Nephthys and gesture to come forward, but I'm gonna cautiously move out of here again, so he kind of gets the idea that it's caution.
And if you see him moving back, or sorry, excuse me, see her cautiously moving back.
I see a chicken dino slowly moving.
I know.
I'm like comically creeping.
I gesture to follow carefully.
Can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So what was the time elapsed from when we played our last session till like now? Because I cast a spell and it's an 8-hour spell.
You're,
don't know
you're
if I
still
need to-
good. It's literally we picked up exactly where we left off.
Okay, I'm just making
It's
sure.
been like
So,
less than an hour.
It's been 10 minutes
Yeah.
max.
okay. All right.
Probably
thanks.
20 minutes.
AKA less than an hour.
Leave my hair on the table. I don't want them going through it while I'm not in there.
So Josh, now remember, you have to let Jeremy know when it's been 8 hours.
They're on my shorts in
Okay.
the room. Gray shorts.
It's been 8 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Right now it's 8 hours. Like, okay, well, I guess I'll recast it.
No. He was kidding.
I know. I was joking too.
Oh, okay.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Well, noticing I can't see Nephthys anymore, I'm gonna follow down the. Oh, okay. There everybody is.
Yeah, I literally gestured for you guys to follow, but follow carefully.
Oh,
And-
sweet.
I gestured, I mean, said.
I know you already explained, but can you explain what we're like kind of staring at right
Yeah, I'll explain it again, because it is a fairly complicated room. Okay,
now? Are
so
we like
there's
on a
two.
balcony?
Yeah,
peering
there's
down?
two balconies.
Okay.
One to the east and one to the west. Each one faces over a vast pit. Between the balconies are hovering five wooden platforms. Each one is a 10-foot disc. A single torch burns above each balcony. On the east balcony, the one you're currently on, is a 15-foot tall statue of a Nyclith that you guys have identified. Set into the west wall of the west balcony is a rusty lever in the up position. And the floors, the pit descends 60 feet into spikes, and the ceiling goes up about 20 feet into spikes. I would say 30 feet.
Stalagmites.
No, these are iron, metal, jagged spikes that just line the entire ceiling. And each spike is roughly a foot long.
And these things, what were these?
Those are hovering wooden platforms.
All right, I'm coming out of my Velociraptor form. Wild shapes, whatever.
By hovering, do you mean literally in midair, or?
Literally in midair.
I want to address the party. I tell them I know nothing of the statue, although there is magical aura coming from the fists of the statue. Use caution, of course.
I might get those hands. Get it.
The entire span of the room. The entire span of the room has a magical aura. It seems all the way to the other ledge by that torch over there.
Kind of magic is it?
Based on my knowledge of magic itself, I've ruled out that it is not likely to be a silence area. I assumed by the floating platforms that the area has a forceful gravitational pull that may send us up or down into the spikes. Though I'm not sensing any sort of levitation magic as well. The magic seems to come from almost like an evocation typed school.
Nah, how high would we say the platforms are off of the actual ground? Not the little floating disc, but from the bottom.
What do you say?
We're on a platform, right? Like a little on the platform.
You're on a
right now?
balcony. Yep.
How high up is that from the ground?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay.
I'm running through the options in my head as I speak them out loud to Akeem and Nephthys. I state the levitation spell is transmutation. The anti-magic spell is abjuration.
Yes.
The silence spell is illusion. I'm trying to figure out what this area would do to us the moment someone, predictably so, tries to leap to the next platform only a jumpable distance away.
But what if we didn't have to leap?
I believe the spikes above and below us are designed to stop any creativity.
Well, what if I could turn somebody into a gas?
Well, if that were the case, then that would have stopped Zerak as well. Zerak traversed this whole area without any difficulty.
I think Osalia's point was it's a trap if you jump on the floating wooden platforms, which most people can't just simply fly across.
I believe Zerak's ability innately to fly may have given him the freedom of movement to pass the area. Akeem, I'm interested. A gas, you said?
That's correct. I can turn any one of you into a gaseous form.
Can I roll an Arcana check to know that spell?
Sure.
I think druids do have that.
What is that? It's not Windwalk. Gaseous form.
The only problem would be is getting back onto the ledge.
Yeah, gaseous form is sorcerer, wizard, warlock. Let me see if I know what it is.
So I'm assuming these little floating discs are about the same height as the platforms?
No idea.
Well,
yeah, they're roughly.
I got a 14 Arcana check to know a third level spell not in my school of magic.
I'd say you're not familiar.
Would I know it?
It's a spell?
At least cursorily?
I would say, since it's not one of the spells you have, you would know that something what he's speaking about is definitely possible. I would say that for Osalia too, but you couldn't be like, yes, I know that spell, but it's definitely within the realm of possibility.
Well, how long is the duration? Can you not simply just release concentration on such an ability?
I have to have it for up to 1 hour.
Right, and it's concentration, so you can drop it when you want it.
Right. The problem would be is we would be on the ground floor. There was no way we would be able to get on the platforms.
Well, they have a flying speed of 10 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was
we could fly.
I don't know how high up it would. Essentially, I'm assuming it would just kind of creep over the ledge and then go down to the bottom.
They have a fly. You control yourself.
It says you only have a flying speed of 10 feet, which means you just fly along at 10 feet wherever you want.
Yeah. You kind of just mosey, but you can control where you're going.
How many people can you affect with such a spell?
One.
It's just one. It's up to a touch.
One at a time? That would be a lot of third level spell slots.
It's also just a tester. We could send one out and see what happens.
Well, I can fly, as can Zerak. So that's no concern for us. Osolia can wild shape.
We trying to accomplish anything on these platforms? Or are we just trying to get across?
No, I believe we were simply trying to get across. That being said, what I know of the Evocation School of Magic, it's manipulating or tapping into energy that is unseen.
Neptus, you got any more of those rocks?
I certainly do.
Maybe we try throwing one or two of them on one of the platforms.
I feel that may be ill-advised.
What if we try putting pressure on the platform with like a mage hand or something?
That is attempting to spring a trap that does not necessarily need to be sprung.
Is the stairs clear and open?
Yeah,
Which stairs?
they
Stairs
just
on the
lead
left
to
side?
a wall.
I asked Nephthys if he sees the small hole on the northwest end of the hallway.
Yes, that's where Zerak got sent, where he went up the thing and saw the small hallway with the hole in the ground into the chamber with the devil faces, and the other small tube with the metal plate in the middle that's like a minotaur's face.
Oh, all right then.
We could also just try pulling the lever at the end, have Neptus or Zerak fly over, maybe use Mage Hand, something like that.
I point to the Nikoloth statue and question whether that's safe or wise.
Agreed.
I'm not sure what that lever does, and I'm still very weary about this great fiend standing next to us, stone or not stone.
With
Oh,
magic
it
emanating from
certainly
its
can't.
fists.
It certainly can't follow us into that tiny little hallway over there, back behind us.
Assuming we all wouldn't be able to fit on one platform at a time, right?
You couldn't end your turn there.
Well, I will test it, I suppose.
I can just move the platform.
What makes you think you can move it?
Well, with telekinesis, of course.
Duh.
What if
Duh.
what if the platform doesn't want to be moved? It's kind of
certainly an
hovering
option.
in midair.
Okay, attempt to bring the platform to us. It is an incredible resource to spend, so if you believe that's going to
The
help.
problem would be is not all of us could get across at one time and only have enough for one transportation.
I think we only need to do 3 of us. Could 3 of us fit on there, Josh?
Well, it's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
4 of you can fit on there.
Yeah. We don't even need to worry about Nephthys, and if Osalia would be able to fit on there with us, with 4 of us. So
And I would also have to be on it because it only goes to 60 feet.
yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
I'm saying everyone in the group can get across in one go.
There's 5 of us.
And Nephthys has wings.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry.
So I will say, hold off on that. Let me fly across first. Perhaps if the proverbial shit hits the fan, that lever is my means to stopping it.
You let me know when it's best.
So, Nephthys will fly across.
Wait, before you fly across.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do to protect you because I'm certain you're about to be harmed.
Ellie Dove speaks up. Do you think there's any kind of energy that I could possibly grant him resistance from? Or to?
Poison?
Poison. I can do acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
If only we had a cleric with Death Ward.
He'd be protected from it for about an hour.
Fire is
I
unnecessary. That is innate.
that's up to him.
All right. Well, you just offering solutions or ideas.
I suppose poison seems to be a recurring theme here. Not that I think it will come into play in this room. But
I don't have poison. I have acid, cold, lightning, thunder, fire.
Definitely seems like piercing or slashing or.
It's
Sorry,
only
that-
energy types.
That was a misclick about the shield. Sorry.
I suppose acid. I question if this expenditure of the resource is worth it at the moment.
Just throwing the
Right.
option out. We don't have to use it.
I appreciate the offer, Ellie Dove, but I do not think the options are likely to be applicable.
I understand.
Zerak made it across just fine. I'm confident I will as well.
The only difference is that you're a real creature.
Oh,
But I will observe for observation's sake. Best of luck.
this is also. You guys are probably going to get really mad at me for bringing this up right now, but Jeremy, by the way, your thing is you never follow plans or stick to a plan. So.
True. So Nephthys is going to go ahead and fly across.
Yeah, go for it.
Going to dash. Everything's fine.
So far, so good. Nothing has happened. Nothing has changed.
And he's going to dash.
Okay, you make it to the other side, flying across.
And Zerak will follow suit.
One sec. One sec.
Actually, I would have dismissed Zerak. And then once I got to the other side, pop him back into existence.
Oh, yeah. Nothing has changed.
Okay.
As I see him fly across, I actually cast Mage Hand to put pressure on the first platform.
Okay, you push pressure onto it. Nothing happens. I would say what Mage Hand is 5 pounds.
5 or 10.
Yeah, just enough to like see if it triggered anything.
So when you put the pressure on it, you notice that the platform itself, even with those 5 pounds, very unstable.
It is 10 pounds, by the way, but.
Okay, 10 pounds. The platform wobbles. Even with those 10 pounds of pressure, very wobbly.
That makes things spicy.
I don't notice it like moving up or nothing, just very unstable.
Move up or down, nothing changes, but the platform itself is, even with those 10 pounds of pressure.
Right. Okay.
Josh, the sides of the walls were pretty bare, weren't they?
They're rough stone.
Okay.
Also, because I'm curious before wasting, I'm going to cast Gust on the platform to see if the thing can even move.
All right, go ahead and link it for me. I want to see how much pressure it exerts.
This would be fun if you cast Gaseous
One medium or
Form
smaller
first.
creature that you choose must succeed.
I'm
So it'd
assuming
be a
this thing's
medium
like
or
large.
smaller creature.
You create a small
has to
blast
be a
of air
creature, I
capable
guess.
of
Well, it
moving
doesn't
like
have
one
to be. You're
object.
making a gust of wind, right? So the wind blows. You notice that the platform slightly
It's only going to move
moves.
like 5 feet, yeah.
It doesn't even move 5 feet. It moves like maybe 6 inches and then kind of just drifts back to where it was.
Nephthys in his mind thinks quantum locking.
I'm actually gonna send a. Wait, how far is that?
Message, 150 feet.
That's 120. I was just seeing how far he was.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a message to Nephthys asking if there's anything he notices or preferred us to do, or just kind of get a quick like, "Hey, what do you think?" back to us now that he's over there.
You can respond to this message.
You got mail.
That's all I respond with. I'm kidding.
Yeah, just.
No, I'm literally hushing you through the message as a response.
Like, shut the fuck
No,
up.
I'm
Dude.
kidding. Would I have noticed that would I have noticed him messing with it?
Yeah,
Would
you
have?
noticed the gust of wind for sure. Is Elidove supposed to have the animated shield? When did the fuck did
Yeah.
that Jesus Christ.
She has the animated
I thought-
shield. She's supposed to activate in combat, so
Yeah,
she
I
can.
thought Orsalia had the animated shield.
No, I have turtle shield, so that Elidove can have an
That's
animated
right.
shield and use a two-handed bow.
Hey, Nephthys.
Elidove's armor class is fucking 19.
It's just like a
Okay.
gust of. It's like a gust of wind in his ear, and he's like, "God damn, that stinks."
Yeah, there was a.
Dude, that'd just be
Okay.
so cool. Like some fucking archers just shooting, and then some assassin thinks they got her in the back, and the shield just whoop, fucking zips around and catches like the fucking dart or
Yes.
whatever.
That's awesome.
For sure,
So-
the animated shield has good flavor.
Such a cool
Go ahead.
shield.
Nephthys would respond, without question, do whatever you can to stabilize the platform. Unfortunately, I do not have any means of doing so.
I mean, you could fly next to it and try to hold it in place. Not that I heard any of that.
Well, I would have told the party that he's saying stabilize the platform. I'm assuming it's just a quick response, nothing like too in depth.
Oh,
That we need to do whatever we need to.
Depends on the phrasing of message, I suppose.
I don't know. I can turn into a giant spider, web the platform to the wall.
Oh,
Again, we can
that's
always
that's
try
almost
moving
big
the
brain. I'm not gonna
platform.
lie.
Yeah,
You could
because I have
create a
spider
fucking
climb.
safety net for us, practically, couldn't you?
I don't know.
that's a lot of
Let's
web.
see.
It would be
a
because
lot
it's
of
a pretty
web.
wide room. Isn't that spider like pretty? Isn't it a size larger than us or two?
Yes, it's one size larger, so I can spider climb across the wall and take someone with me and do that back and forth. I'm just still weary about the magical aura coming from the room. We haven't figured out what it does, and it would be bad to find out as we're traversing it.
That being said, I'm just going to go ahead and cast telekinesis
Okay.
on the platform.
All right, so you watch as Akeem quickly grabs his arcane focus, which I believe you have as a wand, right? And focus for a second as this light shimmer comes off of his arm down to the wand, and he reaches his hand out towards it, and you focus onto the platform, and you have control over it. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna bring it as fast as it can move back to the here and just tell everybody to get on.
So you move. I can't actually move it on the map, but
That's fine.
pull the platform over against the side, and you're focusing, and you guys watch as the nearest platform drifts over and clunk, almost like a boat against the side of the balcony.
I just yell quickly. We only have a few minutes. I'm gonna hop on the sucker.
Do me a favor. So it says you cannot manipulate smaller objects. I'd say make a Roll a d20, add your spell casting modifier. To see how much you're able to stabilize the platform.
Telekinesis is an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds.
Right, absolutely. And it goes on and it talks about if an object is blah 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 blah. If you succeed, you pull object. Blah, 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 blah. You can exert fine control on objects, such as manipulating a simple tool, opening a door or container. So this would be like that fine control category.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Couldn't he also just technically lift a person and then just send them across the room and then switch people?
Yeah, but I only got 16 minutes. But I can only do it for 60 feet. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
There you go.
15? Okay, so that just affects what the DC is going to be as you guys try to get onto it. So are you hopping on, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the first one to hop on so they can maybe try to trust me.
All right, you hop on and it starts to wobble. As you hop on, you're doing your best to steady it. Make a dexterity saving throw to stop from tumbling off the side. I'd say you're helping, definitely with the 15. You're helping it be easier for sure. Oh, 23, no problem. You're able to just rock yourself back, and you actually kind of slow with a 23 the wobbling down using the shifting of your weight, and it stops bobbling, and you just are standing there easy, platforms unmoving, ready for the next person.
Best of luck,
on you
Balin.
guys if you want to try.
I guess Balin's gonna hop on.
I guess you're kind of at my mercy with my dexterity throws. But I do remind everybody this is we have to do this very quickly. So you're either going to get on or I'm going to leave.
Well, over the course of 10 minutes.
10 minutes is not a fast time.
Well, I don't know how fast I can actually travel the platform. You know what I mean?
30 feet per round.
Oh, okay.
Which means you could get across in around 12 seconds, give or take, maybe just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's too fast.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying we'll do that.
Right, like the platform's gonna go. Boom.
Right, like the platform would just be like, we don't fall off.
So was anyone jumping onto it?
Balin
I would
was.
not suggest jumping, but
all right, so you step over. You have to hop over, and the second your feet touch, the whole thing shakes again. Both Akeem and Balin need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh my goodness.
Can
Akeem, what did you get? An 8?
I got I rolled a 2 and I have a +6 to my dexterity.
Can I like grab Balin as my reaction?
Possibly.
Hopefully he doesn't
1 second. Well, there's no such thing as a critical failure. So he got a 10. Akeem got an 8. Right, like a critical failure on just a check or a saving throw. So I'm not going to just say he failed. I'm trying to look at what the initial DC was.
20.
That's about as low as I could have. Actually, no, not about it. Obviously, is literally as low as I can get.
I would assume that he would have like a little bit of help if he's just holding on to the railing and then putting his feet on.
You ever tried to step onto a boogie board sitting in the pool?
I get that, but like, especially if you have a hold of something, you can kind of like balance your lower body a little bit better.
Balin, you jump on and you go to slip, and as you go to fall, you fall onto your back, but you stay on the platform. But that fall throws Akeem with an 8. 10 was the DC here. I subtracted 5 from the initial. So it was only a 10 to succeed. Akeem, though, you with an 8 fall off the side of the platform. I don't think anyone's there able to help you out. So
I can't.
I would say he was on the other side where his token is where they are. So he's out of grabbing range. I would have said Balin was in grabbing range.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's 1 step away.
Yeah. So he falls off because Balin, when his back smack just throws you completely off balance, Akeem, and you fall down into the pit, Wham! Right on the spikes. You're impaled by only one spike, thankfully, just from where you landed at that moment. But you suffer from the initial fall before you hit the spike. "16 points of bludgeoning damage from the initial stop, and an additional 7 points of piercing damage from the spike."
That puts me.
And
in,
I need you.
Well,
And I need you to make a concentration check on your telekinesis.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, dude. Hold on a second.
Josh, with my inspiration dice, I'm allowed to roll that after I find out what if it passes or fails, right? Or is it?
No, so your inspiration would just be after you know the result of your, just after you roll.
Yeah.
You can do it before you hear the result, but it's not like you have to decide before you roll the 20.
Yeah.
So I have what they call the strength of the grave.
Okay.
And when damage brings me to 0, which that brought me to 0, except radiant or from a crit, you make a charisma save, a DC 5 plus damage taken. If you pass, I drop to 1 hit point.
I didn't know you were that wounded. I would have healed you. When the fuck
I was only at 19. I was only at 19, and then I got 16 plus 7. So
what did you get hit?
In the last.
He fell off and then got impaled on a spike.
No, in the last.
Why was he
run,
at 16 health? What did he get hit before that? I know he's got like 16.
The water wall was gnarly damage.
Yeah, I got hit by that water thing in the last.
So you guys watch, and you only got a 2 though, is what you're saying for that chat.
Well, that was for the concentration.
Okay, so you telekinesis drops and the platform starts to drift away. Go ahead and do the check to see if you maintain consciousness. The DC is what?
The DC is 5 plus damage taken, so that would have been 23 total.
So you're looking for a 28.
Holy shit, dude.
Wait, why 28?
It says make a charisma save, parentheses, DC 5 plus damage taken.
And you took how much damage there?
23.
23 plus 5, so 28 is your DC. What's your charisma modifier?
My modifier is
Well, you're a
5.
sorcerer, so you're proficient in charisma saves, right?
Is it a save or a check?
It says charisma save.
Okay, so what's your charisma save? Is it 8
or more?
Or more?
It should just be 5 plus proficiency at best. So
my charisma is plus 9 saving throw.
So you need a 19 or better.
Yeah, 19 or better. Holy
right?
shit.
Well, you said 28, right? So 19
Yeah.
or better.
That was close, man. Do you have any inspiration?
No.
Okay, so you guys watch as Akeem falls down and is impaled by the spike, and now just unconscious, bleeding out in the pit below. 6 seconds. What are you guys doing?
Wild shaping into a spider.
Okay.
And I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Action. I don't have fucking healing word. That's stupid. Who brings healing word? I wild shape into a spider, and then I use my action to shoot a web onto Akeem. He can't make the save because he's fucking unconscious. So you're restrained with a web.
All right.
And I'm gonna climb down. It's 60 feet. It's gonna take me 2 rounds to get to him.
Ellie Dove looks at you and says, "Bring me with you. I can heal him."
She is welcome to jump on.
Okay, so she jumps onto your back. You climb down the side. I'd say it would be you. That was your action. So Akeem, make a death saving throw, because it's a pretty decent distance. You wouldn't be able to just get to him, especially 60 feet down, and you're climbing, and you used an action.
Yeah, I have spider climbing, so I'm not impeded, but it is a full 2 turns to get to him.
So it's just a roll 20, just a 20?
Yeah, just roll a d20. That's it.
Yeah, Nephthys is fully tapped on everything he could possibly do.
Ah, dang, dude.
So that's one failure. But after that failure, you do get to them, Osalia, and as you get to him, and as you get to his side, Elidov quickly reaches out and casts Cure Wounds on you at 3rd level.
I'm pulling him up with the webbing. I'm kind of like, kind of cradling him as I will climb with 4 legs back up.
All right, so you're cradling him, carrying him back up, and as that's happening, Elitov grabs onto his some exposed skin and concentrates, and you watch as some of the wounds close up on him. You come back to consciousness, Akeem. You have 15 hit points.
Jesus.
I'm gonna just start climbing like this way.
Okay. Yeah, no,
I get
definitely
onto
makes
the
sense to
wall.
me.
You know, I get onto the wall, and then up 10 feet or so, and then I'm gonna go that way. So
Yeah.
10 feet to here, basically.
Okay, and are you just trying to get to the balcony?
Yeah, we're just gonna scurry across.
Right, and so you make it across, carrying him. It takes you a little bit of time, but there's no skill checks because you have spider climb. So you make it across. Ellie Dove with you. Akeem barely hanging on with you as well.
I drop off Akeem and Ellie Dove, and I'm gonna go back across to here, and I'm gonna literally just come back onto the platform and like kind of look at the space like right in front of me, like just get off.
Balin will get up off of his back and then try to jump over.
Okay. As you go to jump, now no one here is supporting the platform. Akeem, the telekinesis is gone. So as you jump, make a dexterity saving throw to make sure you don't completely lose your footing falling in. You're looking for a 15 or better.
23.
23, nice. So yeah, no problem. You push. You're expecting the platform, especially after seeing how it reacts the first time, and you just launch yourself off and land safely on the other side.
So, yeah, you could just, I didn't get my web back this turn.
So I have to hold on.
But yeah, come on and let me see if I still didn't get my web back. I'm just going to start scurrying across. He's mounted me like Ellie Dove. Hot.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and that's easy enough. He's definitely strong enough to just hold on to you as you guys go back across the pit.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet, and 30 feet.
All right, so you're all back over across now?
See, senorita.
Yeah. I'm like breathing heavy and trying to apologize to Balin at the same time, and thanking Osalia with everything I have at this point.
And I'm just like, why didn't we do that from the beginning?
I mentioned spider climb. Just saying. Mentioned it. I'm not a spider, so I didn't say that, but I'm just saying. Spider climb.
So I did not believe that it would
Alright.
be that challenging.
So you guys are all across the pit now.
I'm gonna just remain a giant spider unless I have to lose the form.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
I will
Balin will
gesture.
go up and inspect this door. That's the lack thereof.
Make an investigation check.
I will aid you and give you guidance.
So investigation, or sorry, advantage with a d4.
Yes.
14 plus whatever Dan
So-
gives me.
So give me a quick rundown because it said 5 plus damage taken. Obviously, we got 28. So we just subtracted my saving throw, and that's what I needed to land to save.
If you didn't have like a +8 to your save, at least you were incapable of succeeding.
You said the DC is 5 plus damage taken, right? So you took
That's correct. I took
23 damage.
so
So the
28.
DC
Okay.
becomes 28. So your modifier is a +9 on saving throws for charisma. So you need at least an 18 to get that 28 to succeed on the check.
19.
19,
or
sorry.
20,
Thank you.
yeah.
I got. Okay, I was just like, God dang, that's a really high fucking DC.
Yeah, you took a lot of damage there.
For once, Josh didn't set that really high DC. You did.
I was just like, God dang, DC. Well, I just don't understand why it's like +5, and then the damage taken.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Another only average investigation check, Josh. 16 total.
16. You don't see anything. I mean, you're putting 2 and 2 together that there's probably something here, but you're not able to locate it. Like you can't figure out what would be the activation. You're not sure.
I'm going to come over here and kind of just say out loud, shall we pull the lever?
I mean,
I am going to take my giant ass to the wall.
That dump truck booty.
No, I was actually, Josh, how high is the ceiling? You said it's 20 feet up?
30 feet.
And there's spikes along the ceiling or just along the space of the pit?
The
Like,
entire ceiling.
oh, fuck.
Except
What about
for
the hallway?
over where the balconies are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to climb up the wall, like 20 feet, just to not be taking up balcony space, being, like a fucking 5 foot around spider.
What if you go under the balcony?
I risk falling. If I fall now, it's, onto the balcony and possibly you.
True.
not really. I hate spiders. Balin does, at least.
Yeah, well, you just rode one.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a situational.
Life or death, and he actually has his eyes closed the whole time.
I will gesture to everybody else, or tell everybody else, if he would be so kind as to get into the stairwell, I believe that's safer.
Balin's like, with his eyes closed, he's like, it's a horse, it's a horse, it's a horse, out loud.
I'm gonna go ahead and move to.
And then I will kind of look at Asalia and gesture to the open space on the balcony now.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be 20 feet above on the wall.
Okay.
This feels safer.
Okay. And you're pulling the lever?
Pulling the lever.
All right, you place your hand and pull down. It's pretty tough, but you get it. And as it snaps into position, you watch on the other side of the pit, the fists of the Nyclith open up, and you see 2 crystal eyes in each of its fists. And as that happens, there's a massive gust of wind that raises from the bottom of the pit, and almost hurricane force winds launch up from the bottom, blowing towards the top. And at that moment, as it happens, Nephthys, Osalia, you feel an influence over your minds. Both of you need to make wisdom saving throws.
Gotta go TT.
Oh boy.
It's been real, boys.
Is it a magical effect?
It is.
Okay.
We counterspell it.
Oh god.
Oh boy, I got a 19.
19.
Hang on, I'm trying to gain the courage to click it.
With 23 to my dexterity, and I couldn't even do a saving throw.
Ooh, good job.
25. All right, so Nephthys, you shake it off. Osalia, you're overcome by the whatever this influence is. 1 second.
BRB. I gotta pee.
Okay, no problem. Whew, lucky. All right, Osalia is just unfazed. Nephthys, she's blank stare, unmoving, no response. The wind unsubsiding, but you, whatever that was, you're able to fight it off. And until I say otherwise, Osalia, you're just no actions, nothing. You're just unmoving, just staring off into the abyss.
Okay. So I'm watching as 8 spidery eyes are unmoving, as they always are, but beyond that,
Yeah.
Salia is entirely unmoving.
Yes, she's just massive spider is just staring off into the distance.
Dude, I never thought
Okay.
about the fact that spiders' eyes don't really move, I guess, do they?
Hard no. I'm
Too
going
bad I don't get
to.
inspiration.
You said the gust of wind is still coming upwards?
Oh yeah, no. Hurricane gale force winds just blowing from the ceiling, or sorry, from the floor straight into the ceiling.
Okay. Seeing this, I'm just gonna say, shit. And, gonna try something. Gonna cast Vicious Mockery
Okay.
on Asalia.
Okay. Oh, what kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Osalia, another wisdom save.
At advantage because, fuck!
Because
No effect.
Okay, I'm literally gonna keep trying until I get a feeling that it succeeded.
Okay. You continue to try. I'm going to save us a few moments here. Eventually, you get the sense. Go ahead and roll. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Your save's an 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep going. Let's see how long this eats up.
I'm gonna
Why-
see if I get my web back in this time.
Oh,
Oh, I
Salia,
got my
Hey,
I got my
your
web
web
back.
oh,
30.
Salia gets advantage on wisdom saving throws to magic effects.
Versus magical effects, yeah, it's Videlkin disposition.
Dispassion, you dummy.
Dispassion, I'm sorry.
God,
It's my my
D&D, bro.
disposition is fuck this shit. 19,
Ah!
20, 26, 25,
That's
Jesus
29,
Christ.
Look what
19.
Jenna just sent me. She said, FaceTiming dad be like.
It's the same as FaceTiming Harvey.
I can't fail. I can only fail when it's Josh's like fucking effects, apparently.
Oh, there you go. 15. Oh, no.
No,
sorry,
I have advantage.
I didn't see it. Okay, sorry.
And I refuse to do
Oh,
anything.
hey,
There
there
you
it
go.
is. There it is.
Oh, you take 2 points of psychic damage.
Yes.
You take the 2 points of psychic damage. You're still staring off into dark.
Dude, wait.
nothingness.
Am I just like watching Neptune like.
Wait, so what happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
The
You're
hurricane
watching me
gust.
like focusing and like just getting like my frown grows deeper and deeper and deeper.
So the gust of wind came up.
17.
Everybody
I
made their
saved
saving throw. What happened?
17 times.
So there were 3 things happened when they pulled the lever. The fist of the Nyclith opened up, revealing 2 crystals in each fist.
Mhm.
Continual gale force winds blowing up from the bottom of the fist, and some kind of mental effect affected Nephthys and Osalia.
Wait, from the fist or the floor? And like
From
down
the
on, like,
floor,
here.
the pit
Yeah.
is where the gale force winds are.
Okay, and so they were making saving throws to not be affected. I'm assuming.
For the wisdom, yes.
Well,
Sure.
and then I was casting Vicious Mockery to try to break her free of the thing.
17 times.
I say, like, what was all the spam rolling for?
that was
To get Asalia to fail a wisdom save.
which then didn't do what he wanted it to do.
Well, 2 points of psychic damage. That's literally the lowest possible, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell the party, it would appear we have a bit of a problem. Osalia seems fixated.
So after 17 turns, it's been a minute, more than a minute and a half. I'm still not wavering at all.
Not wavering at all.
All right. Does the fucking god inside my head have anything to do? These things fucking suck.
You hear them talking, but the words aren't registering. You're just not home right now.
Let's look at. Are we trying to prevent this?
Of course.
Well,
I said I could
stop it,
always-
really.
I could always just banish him.
Maybe
If he's a creature from Cholk, then it would just leave him in a demi-plane.
Well, my question is, to what end?
I guess just to break the fixation.
That's pretty much what I was going with, is just to maybe stop whatever hold is over him.
After over a
Her.
minute and a half, now probably about 2
Her,
minutes, I'm going to have a realization and be like, duh, and flip the lever.
You flip the lever, the winds stop. The fists close. Osalia, nothing changes.
Did Asalia get fucking feeble-minded? Like, what the fuck?
I fucking hope not. I produced my petrified grung egg, which has the magical effect of breaking any magical effect over me.
Yeah. You're not producing anything? Yeah. Nope. Just on the wall.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to slap her.
Slap the giant spider, no change.
Actually, I was just looking at Mage Hand. Hey.
Well, this is quite a predicament.
All right, who's got dominate person?
I mean, I could charm him. I don't know if that'll work here.
No, you have to have control over my actions.
I have no spell slots.
Again, I can try to banish him out of his plane. But if he's not from here, he's not going to be here.
That will not do.
Just for clarification, Ravnica and Toril are on the same plane of existence. They're just different planets on the material plane. Don't banish me to Ravnica.
I went against good judgment last time, and it failed us.
As you guys are discussing, about 5 minutes have passed. Osalia, you're able to shake off the effect in your back.
Ooh, you about got sent out, son.
Whatever it was a brief effect, but had rendered you completely useless for that time frame.
I was on a tropical island.
Yeah, for you don't even know what happened. You're like, Nephthys pulled the lever, and you're like, what happened? Like, it was just that happened a split second ago.
So I see the spider kind of like jittering.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
Well,
Realizing I've recharged my web without realizing that I recharged my web, I now am suspicious that something just happened.
Osalia, are you there?
I turned to face Nephthys.
You have been incapacitated entirely for at least 7 minutes.
I checked to see everyone is still standing.
Everyone's just kind of hunkered on the staircase.
The fiend statue on the other side, when the lever was pulled, produced 2 further eyes in its hands, as well as hurricane force winds coming from below. The balconies seeming to be unaffected. Do you think you could get across and take gems?
Make some sort of a spider gesture.
All right.
Using Mage Hand and you fly across.
across hurricane force winds.
Oh, you could be across before we chose the lever.
Yes, and Asalia historically has been stronger at wisdom saving throws than I am.
Fair
I think
enough.
that was bad luck.
You could mage hand from a safe place, said someone else besides the spider.
That was precisely my thought. Nephthys actually said that. With our mage hands combined, we are Captain Lever Puller.
The ultimate fap.
Circle jerk.
So Nephthys is gonna kind of fly above them if there's space.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in combat, so you could squeeze into these spots. Combat purpose where you guys
Balin
can't share.
squeezes up against Ellie Dove.
I turned my
Ellie put
back
her eye
to
to you.
everybody and wink.
Technically, two medium creatures could squeeze into the same square.
That's
So-
what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying it's not an issue right now. Like, we're not in combat, it's fine.
Why did Akeem wink?
I'm worried.
I turned around and backed up.
Little did you know that was how he casts Charm Person. That's his somatic component.
He doesn't wink though. He just like very awkwardly like blinks with both
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, he doesn't know how to wink, so he just turns his face, so you can only see one eye.
And blinks at you
There
really
go,
hard.
that's it.
Okay, so we casting Mage Hand.
So once Asalia is across, I kind of nod at Akeem and send my mage hand and his mage hand to pull the lever.
Very nice, because one mage hand was honestly not going to do it. But when your mage hands combined, it is enough.
Captain
It's
Lever
like all you
Puller.
see is like bump, and then it comes down.
One hand
you're
was
both
not
focused
capable
with your
of-
arcane. You're both focusing on the spell, and while it's an easier spell, getting it to just do that little bit of extra force does take some concentration from you guys, pulling with it at the maximum capacity of that spell's power. And you both do pull the lever down, and as it happens, Osalia in front of you, the fist open, the winds, the platforms bobbing uncontrollably. Osalia, make another wisdom saving throw. As you feel that same familiar essence entering your mind.
Okay,
I believe. Yes!
29.
29. All right, so you're able this time.
Right, dude.
You fight it off. Takes a bit. It's a very strong push. Some of the strongest magic you felt try to intrude your mind, but you're able to fight it off, maintaining yourself and your composure.
Nice. I
Actually send a message across to make sure that he's good, because nobody can communicate with him.
True.
See?
I respond to the message since it's telepathy and say everything is going according to plan.
Do we have the gem? I guess I can only send one at a time.
I mean, and you can see what she's doing.
Okay, and
I
then
web
I
the
would.
statue and
I
harvest
would-
gems from it.
Well, I wouldn't notion
What was
to
that?
this that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, dude. I'm just gonna shoot the statue with webbing so I can harvest the web and carry them with me.
Yeah, no
Not
problem.
having, can't have hands.
Yeah, you shoot the webbing at them. You get both of them wrapped up in web, and you have both of the crystal eyes.
And at this point, I turn to Akeem and nod again. And with our hands combined, we lift the lever.
And together, both of you push
I feel
it
like we had
back
a
up.
bonding moment.
The
just now.
winds cease immediately. The platform's still bobbing, but no more wind coming from the pit.
All right, and I leap across to a platform. I'm just kidding. I spider climb across the walls.
Okay.
I just jumped from platform to platform.
All right.
Spider-Man
So you-
swinging.
No issue. Spider climb all the way back across to the western platform.
Awesome. I knew Mage Hand was a good call.
Yeah,
I
I
so
almost didn't take it because I knew Nephthys had it, and I was like, I'll just go ahead and get it because I don't know that he has it technically.
It's a nifty little hand cantrip.
I I climb over above Baylin and slowly lower the web bound gems to Baylin creepily.
All right, and you lower both of them down to Baylin, and it's just these sticky, like, web crystal eyeballs just come down in front of you, Baylin.
I do kind of
like
shrink away from him a little bit, but I grab them.
And now you have a pearly white crystal eyeball and a scarlet one.
Oh.
Ooh, that's the flashes.
Hey, did Ellie Dove and Baylin notice anything weird while they were intimately pushed together in that corner?
Other than Akeem's
Ellie Dove, because she's right there, will just go ahead and make an investigation check. Not going to notice anything, I don't think, unless her investigation is phenomenal.
Can she get aid from someone who's right next to her, perchance?
Sure, let's do it again. That was even worse. That was a 2. Yeah,
Just
so
reach
with her,
over
with her whopping +0 in investigation. But I would say... Yeah, go ahead.
I'm right above Baylin, too, right here.
And with your passive perception, you are able to see the mechanism. Can't communicate it to anyone, but you're able to see the mechanism that would open the passageway in front, and you're just like, these idiots.
I got my web back.
Okay.
Are you gonna push the mechanism with your weird foot?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Baylin find it. See what's going on.
Are you pointing it out to me?
Len already tried. He can't find it.
Oh, with like a giant spider leg, I just tap on it, like, you know.
And as you tap on it, that part of the wall slides up into the ceiling.
Hot.
And now, looking in to this chamber ahead of you, it's a 15-foot wide. Okay, sorry. Looking into the room.
Why is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a skateboard?
Who are we talking about?
That's Olive's camera.
1 second. I can't see Osalia's camera for some reason.
Is that what the King of Feather looks like?
Smash.
It's
There we
kind
go.
of good seltzer. It's got like a little T-Rex wearing sunglasses on a skateboard.
Right. So, what you can see from the doorway right here, you see 2 9-foot tall statues that stand atop small pedestals. You can tell that there's some size, about a 15 by 15 size pit in the middle of the room. Can't make much out of what would be in the pit from where you currently stand. One of the statues depicts a hooded, bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger pointed up. The other the other statue portrays an armored male knight with his gauntlet, right hand extended, its palm facing inward toward the knight.
The knight is the far one from us?
Sorry. Yes.
If I look up where the finger
I would say, Nephthys, you are proficient with religion? It doesn't say you have to be proficient. So 2 people can make religion checks or 1 with advantage.
I have a 5 in it. You probably have what, like a 7?
I have a 7.
Okay. Wait, can I give him aid on a fucking knowledge check?
Yeah, like you guys could be conversing about it, is what I'm saying. So like, which would give him advantage. Oh wait, well no, then you wouldn't be conversing. So yeah, you couldn't
just
assist him in
roll
this.
your own. I'll roll mine.
Hi, Harvey.
Yeah.
26.
And 25.
Nice. Yeah. So it wasn't very hard. These are both very familiar religious icons. You recognize the first one as Azuth, I guess, god of wizardry.
Yeah.
And Torm, god of courage and self-sacrifice.
Well, it would appear I was wrong about the demons, and this is probably where we're supposed to write the gods. Hey, Harvey.
Can you wave, Uncle Alex?
Harvey.
You gotta wave up there at the camera.
Right here, but mine's down below here in this house.
Hey.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Dad, you better quit that shit.
So Josh, the knight's wrist is kind of like this, like back at him, extended.
So,
it says extended, his palm facing
one
towards
statue, the one depicting Azuth, depicts a hooded, bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger pointed up. The other portrays an armored male, knight, with his gauntleted right hand extended, its palm facing inward towards him.
And that's Torm.
Yes.
God
Do I
of
know if any of
self-sacrifice.
these?
Yeah.
Do I know if any of these effigies are in like an incorrect pose? Like Torm has a particular like position they always create his statues in, and is this strangely wrong or?
Yeah,
I
with,
would say
25 and a 26 respectively.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, you know what? Oh, never mind. It's way past time now.
Sorry, and additionally in the room is a third unoccupied pedestal to the south.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Harvey.
That just just appeared.
It's right here. It's kind of hard to see.
Oh, okay. Well, is this what he got the gems from?
Who got what gems from?
Oh, Salia, when we raised the lever and
No,
all
that
that.
was back in the other room. That was back in the floating. Yeah. That's where. Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't see that a second ago. Like that literally just appeared for me.
Harvey, what's wrong? Yeah, we're playing. Yeah.
I'm gonna climb into the room via the doorway up the wall. So like from the ceiling, kind of just crawl underneath the archway and be positioned like
Yeah, there's nothing
up above the doorway basically, but not just like right there.
Yeah, and there's nothing particular about the statues that would make you think they're wrong. But as you get in there and you now closer and you're looking at the statues, really paying close attention to them, you could tell that the pedestals that they stand on can rotate. And as you now look closer,
Fucking Jenna. I don't know how to work that one.
you can see the 15 foot wide, 15 foot deep pit dominates the chamber.
Love you.
At the bottom of the pit is a 10 foot tall iron behemoth. The figure stands motionless beside a stone treasure chest. To the south of the treasure chest in the pit is an empty pedestal. Around the neck of the iron behemoth is a silver key with a silver cord.
All right.
You said
Hey,
how deep
can I
is the
take
pit?
like 5 minutes? Can we like stop for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah. Just like come back on a break.
You got a 5-minute break? And I'll be right back.
All right, that's why I'm.
We'll be right back
Gotta be
here in about
careful,
5
guys.
minutes, y'all. So hang
Yeah.
tight. All right. Okay, bye.
chaotic neutral, probably.
Who?
I don't know if that's the.
Or okay, you're gonna get down in a second. All right, you're done. That was good timing, man.
I
What
don't.
was
I
that,
don't really
Jeremy?
know how to. Like, I would say that I'm all about like following orders that have been
So
cast upon me,
lawful?
but at my self-preservation.
Lawful neutral. I would say lawful neutral.
That's what I was gonna go with, but like, yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. Just so I can update the starring sheet for the stream.
All right, are we all back? Let's continue.
Senpai.
What you guys doing?
So just to recap, there's a statue of Torm.
Yep.
There's a statue of Azuth.
Yep.
There is a place where a pedestal should be.
Yeah, the pedestal's there. There's no statue on top of it.
Oh. I thought you said the pedestal was in the pit. I might have just misunderstood.
There's two pedestals, two empty pedestals. There's one in the pit and one up here, both empty.
One up where?
Right here where I'm pinging, on this ledge right here.
Okay, right here,
And then there's another one directly underneath it.
right here.
And then
All right.
inside the pit is a about 10-foot tall iron behemoth with like this massive sword that's just sunk into the ground with its hands resting on it.
So I'm assuming he's as tall as like the platform or ledge that we're standing on. So it's about 10 feet. It's about 10 feet deep from where we're at to the bottom of that
It's
pit.
15 feet to the bottom of the pit.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I will say this. My enhanced magical capabilities are exhausted for the time being. I could benefit from, at the very least, a short rest.
Based on so quick question, Josh.
Yeah.
When I was enchanted by that whatever the hell,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't in any way like stop me from. Oh, Dan hurt me. Oh, hang on.
For 2 psychic damage.
Nice.
Oh, damn! I barely made that fucking concentration check.
Nice.
That's hilarious. So, is the statue at the south pedestal like exuding magical aura?
1 second, I'm trying to see if it caused you to drop your concentration.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I mean, you can concentrate while resting, and you can concentrate while being charmed, but I don't know what that actually did to me.
Well, here's Google.
Guess it depends on the condition it applies, right?
Yeah.
So the interwebs is saying it breaks it. It was you were stunned.
Okay, yeah, stunned would break concentration. Yes. Okay, fuck. I don't know if it's magical or not.
Well, how do I? I'm sorry. I know this is really stupid of me, but how do I know if my spells are regained on short or long rest? Like I can see some of the stuff, for long rest and stuff, but
So, only if it says that you regain your spells on short rest would you actually. But if you go to the spell casting at the beginning of the sorcerer page, it tells you in the spell slot section you regain them on a long rest.
You do have sorcery points,
right,
which is
no,
one
I
way
get all
to,
that. I'm just
to get a few, but yeah, a long rest to get them all back.
okay. Okay.
Do I recognize that statue at all, or is it just like a faceless iron structure?
It is, yeah, it doesn't emulate anyone. It almost looks like a massive hulking suit of armor.
Cool. And then the chest, what's up with that?
Looks like a stone-locked chest.
And around this mad suit of armor's neck is a silver key on a silver chain.
I bet that key is for the chest.
Didn't you say there was something else that was the key in? something else. I guess it was just the chain.
Yeah. Key
Is the key
chain.
on the chain, or?
Yeah, it's like a silver chain with a key on the end.
Gotcha.
Hold on.
Perhaps out on this pedestal, I could cast my tiny hut and we could take a bit of a rest.
Because I don't think I get anything back on a short rest.
Aside from, you know, the hit points you're missing.
That's true. Oh, okay.
Okay, so who has Moa?
Me.
In your head, you hear Moa talking to you, Nephthys.
Mhm.
I recognize that creation. It was built by Withers with Aesorak's help. Killed some of his Ohm's strongest warriors. Easily. I could tell you from first-hand experience, anything not magical will not harm it.
Hey, I convey that to the party.
He continues a little bit more. It is also immune to countless magical conditions.
What of damage types?
Second. I couldn't say. It would just... I know magic is needed to harm it.
Very well, that is plenty of information. I thank you.
He's talking about the behemoth, or?
Yes. Does anyone have Papa Zotl? Or is that Elidov?
No, she has
Elidov has Obalaka.
Okay. Does anyone have Papa Zotl?
So it was Losalia, but then Losalia got rid of it.
Okay, so no one has Papa Zotl. Alright.
I guess it's something I didn't read into. Whatever. So you can't use sorcery points as like a spell modifier, right? To cast a spell.
You can turn points into spell slots, convert them.
So with that, I only get like one sorcery point is like a one bonus action, right?
Breakdown
depends
is in
on the effect. Because there's a bunch of different things you can use sorcery points for. A bunch of different meta magics, and those all vary. Some only cost one, some cost a number equal to the spell level, etc. And you're supposed to pick your meta magics as you acquire them because they're not changed.
Right, no, I got my 3 meta magics.
Okay. And the meta magics should tell you how many points they cost.
Right, but I'm saying turning my sorcery points into spell slots, though.
Yes. It is...
It says convert sorcery points 1 bonus action, but...
Yeah, it costs a bonus action, and then, right, so... it equals...
You can transform unexpended sorcery points into 1 spell slot as a bonus action on your turn. The creating spell slots table shows the cost of creating spell slots of a given level. So first level costs 2, second level costs 3, third level costs 5, fourth level costs 6, fifth level costs 7.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't know why that was...
Okay. I see that now. Alright, thank you.
Similarly, you can also convert a spell slot into sorcery points, the inverse. So if you convert a 5th level, you get 7 sorcery points, and so on and so forth.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Nephthys would like to take at least a short rest, as previously expressed.
You guys...
I have no suggestions.
I'll get my wild shape back, I guess.
I can take first watch if you guys would like.
I too can defend, being that I'm relatively healthy.
Yeah, I would definitely need a rest.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and come out here and cast my tiny hut
Okay.
as a ritual, of course.
Yep, no problem.
And
So you cast Tiny Hut.
yeah.
Is any those who need a short rest? Who's on watch?
I am only down 11 hit points, and I am a spider for like the better part of 4.5 hours still. So
What is
I can
going on?
watch and like stay stealthed on this side of the door in case something comes from the halls we haven't even looked down.
I mean, if Eddie can handle that, I'll short rest to get a couple hit dice back.
Yeah, I might even just like throw
Me
myself
too.
a D8 with a spell slot.
Oh,
Let me get those on watch to make perception checks. Ella Dove is going to take a short. Oh wait, no, she didn't get hurt, did she?
and everybody gets a 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
I the perception.
Yes.
Let's see.
Thank you, Nephthys.
That's a 15.
15.
Double check some.
I also have web sense, in case that matters.
As you're looking and everyone is resting, Osalia, at the end of the hall over here, fungus is getting pretty dense. It's not like blocking the hall, but there's just more along the walls and floors and ceiling. And you see... Sorry, one second.
Okay.
Where is it?
You could roll all of your hit dice if you wanted to, Jeremy.
You see, just for a brief second, a skull head with a hexagonal type shape at the tip of its skull at the end of the hall, and then it quickly just disappears back around the edge. You see it for a brief, and then it's back gone around the corner.
Damn. No action to react.
Yeah, no, it was like a split second. It was just enough for you to just barely see it for a split second before it's gone.
We'll ride our bikes tomorrow for a little bit, okay?
Okay. I am brave and will take risks. I scurry to the top of the ceiling and then spider climb across the top
Okay.
side of the hallway
All right.
and come down over the archway, kind of checking in, kind of peering over again.
Okay. Where are you? Go ahead and move your token there. All right. Yeah, you're peering down. You don't see it.
And did I see? And this door is closed up here, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great. I move, still moving along the ceiling. 15, 20, 25, 30 feet puts me right at the end of the hallway.
Okay, you get to the end of the hallway, and as you come around, literally you're hearing the door shut as you make it around. And now you see the corridor ends in a large circular. The door is a large circle. In the middle of it is a mirror that you can see your own reflection from where you're standing. Around the mirror are 10 circular indentations about an inch across.
Gotcha. And I'm on the ceiling. How high is this hallway?
15 feet.
Okay. Interesting. 10 indentations? Oh, the eyes, duh. But then what's the mirror do? Ooh.
Mirror do indeed.
I may know what a mirror of opposition does.
I mean, if you're doing an Arcana check on the mirror, you are getting a very light arcane aura from it, but you don't have detect magic, so you wouldn't know the school, but it is likely magical.
No, I mean, I'm not detecting a magical aura. It's a knowledge check. So, like, if I just recognize a magic
right. So it doesn't look magical. You do see some small runes along the side that would let you know that it is magical in some sense, but you're not able to determine school or what it does.
Oh, it's a legendary item. Hang on, I need to whisper, Josh.
Just your mom? Did you ask her?
It's not that.
Okay. Magical mirrors are bad and scary. I'm going to move away from them until I have the added support of our wizard and warlock. Since I didn't actually figure out what that was. But that is a door I see, and that shit can be important.
All right, and about now, I would say you guys have all finished your short rest.
Okay.
I want to web up this doorway in the remainder of that time.
You want to what?
Just web up the doorway.
Okay. Just completely covered in web. Easy enough. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
Neftis would want to check down this hallway as well. Just to, for knowledge sake.
Okay, and yeah, you're looking at the same thing here. You see your reflection in the mirror, 10 circular indentations, about an inch across, about the size of the eyes that you've collected around the mirror, and the fungus, just lots of eyes. There's a lot more fungus, so lots of eyes watching you.
Right. And how many eyes do we have so far? Was it 6 or 8?
You have 8.
Okay. Presumably at least one is in that chest. I say out loud to the party. Well, unless one of us are to be the god, it would appear there is one missing. You did say nothing about the statues of Torm or Azuth.
Yeah.
Seems off. Like they're correct, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Just
so, but what
the pedestal
Osalia did,
turns.
yes, they rotate. To the left. Well, this one to the right, they're both facing the pit, this one to the left. They rotate in the direction of the empty pedestal. Like, just looking at them where the way the visible construction of the pedestals are, it's not hard to tell.
Okay, Nephthys will say, noticing that, will say, a right to the gods. Two Torm and Azuth have in common. Kinda just thinking out loud. Obviously, the one above all is Ao. Would I be able to do some kind of knowledge check on if they both happen to serve or have some connection to the same greater deity, perhaps?
Can I, like, write on the ground with my fucking spider legs or something?
I mean, how? Nephthys, I would say that there's no real connection that you're thinking of here.
I tap Nephthys on the shoulder.
Okay.
So he gets, and I kind of like scribble out onto the ground, as if it looks like I want to write something, but I can't write as a spider.
Okay, sorry, just kidding. They both visibly rotate to the right.
Okay. Right, the gods. Oh, wait. Shall we inspect this doorway first?
I gesture at the iron behemoth and, seem concerned.
Indeed.
And you also jizzed all over in front of the doorway, didn't you?
This one.
Oh, wait, what doorway was Dan talking about?
There's one this way.
No, this one. I was talking about this
Oh.
one.
Yeah,
I webbed that 5-foot space.
Right.
Just during the rest, so nothing was coming through there.
So that would have been obviously first thing Nephthys said was noticing that, putting two and two together would have asked Asalia if that was her doing, but
Yeah. I like spider nod.
Spider nod.
Spider nod.
Well, right, the gods. They rotate to the right. Should they face each other or the pedestal that is empty?
They're both facing each other currently.
Wait, I thought... Okay, misunderstood.
Okay. No, so they're both facing each other, and they both rotate to the right.
Azuth, or whatever his name is, I mean, there's nothing he's pointing at, right? He's just pointing up?
Yep, just pointing up.
I'm
Looking
gonna
up
go
and
ahead
yeah,
and I'm gonna rotate Torm towards the pedestal that's empty.
All right, 1 second. See what happens. Okay, you rotate Torm to the right, pushing on him. You hear a snap of energy from this pedestal, but nothing happens after that.
Okay. Going to gesture at Azuth. if someone else would like to turn him.
Well, I'm right next to it, so I guess Balin will do it.
Okay. You rotate Azuth. And as you do that, the iron behemoth you see below disappears for a second. And then it reappears on the platform up above you guys, up on that level with you guys. 1 second.
Yeah.
Here, and its left foot, it's so big and lumbering. It is, you're confused because it's so large that it shouldn't even, like, one of its feet is standing on the stone, and the other one looks like it's standing on an invisible surface above the pit. And as it teleports up, it raises its massive sword into a fighting position. Everyone roll initiative.
Fuck.
Seen that coming.
Has it been 8 hours?
No.
No.
Okay, cool.
Kellen will give me strength. Oof.
Kellenvor said, "Oh, Nani?"
Josh, mine's at 13 because the spider has one more dex than me.
Okay. 1 second.
I have a total of 5. Womp womp. Oh. Of course,
All right.
Zerak
Let me
has a higher initiative than me.
get some rolls for Ellie Dub and for the enemy. Ellie Dub has a 18. And the enemy...
Man, my dexterity rolls have been
10.
awful.
Okay.
And 17's not bad, dude.
Oh no, I like the roll. I'm just saying, like, for having a 23 dexterity though, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Right.
so looks like we've got Baylin up at top at 21. Underneath that, we have Ellie Dove at 18. Then we have Akeem at 17.
That's not up to me. It's your mom, his mom. Now go on.
Then we
Go
have
play. Go relax. It's 9 o'clock.
Osalia at 12.
13.
Sorry, 13. Yes, sorry. Then we have Nephthys at 11.
No, that's Zerak.
Okay, Zarak at 11. Then we have Nephthys at 5.
Correct.
Okay. Top of the order, Baylin.
Alrighty. I'm gonna pull out Sunblade and come in and attack him.
Okay, go for it.
Where'd my thing go? Right here. 27 to hit
Yeah, 27 hits.
for 38 radiant damage.
Nice. So you slice into its iron body, cutting into it. You take a, just cut into it, and looking inside, there's nothing on the inside of its armor. Just like through that gap you just cut into it. But you do some pretty decent damage.
And then I'm gonna use fancy footwork. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, I'll just go back to right here, actually.
Okay, to there. Anything
Yeah.
else?
That's it.
All right. That brings us to... All right, so now Ellie Dove, seeing you move back, quickly draws her bow. Hunter's marks the iron behemoth and quickly fires 2 arrows at it. The first
Which,
one...
I did, just for the sake of recollection, I did tell everybody that we needed magical stuff against this guy.
Right, and technically her bow is a +1, so she should be
Right.
good here. Right.
I'm just saying, for the sake of everybody's refreshed knowledge.
Yep.
Yes. Our first one is a 27 to hit, which hits.
Hell yeah.
And then she's got that, and then that, and then where's an 8 and that? 25 points of piercing damage on the first one as it sinks into its back. And then the second one is a unnatural 20, which also hits, sinking into its back again. This one doing another 15 points of damage as the second arrow penetrates into the armor as its head just screeches along the top of it, just metal grinding against rusty metal. And as soon as the LA Dove is done shooting Akeem, you see a chance to go ahead. What are you doing?
To Akeem?
Yep.
So it's on me to make a move, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
I'm
it's your
sorry.
turn.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cast Fireball on the big guy.
Okay. Go ahead and, well, it's a dex save, correct?
Yes.
A 30-foot radius, I think.
Let's go ahead and submit that right there. There you go.
20-foot radius sphere.
So depending on where he put it.
It's going to be centered right on top of the guy.
All right. Go ahead. Nephthys, dex save. LA Dove, dex save. Osalia, dex save. Balin, dex saves. Everyone,
I
dex
guess
save.
we're all just gonna die. That's fine.
Hey, bro, I've got evasion, so fuck.
The Iron Behemoth has a
No, I'm relaxed.
4.
I succeeded.
I'm assuming you're using your subtle spell. Is that what you're? Oh, well, no, you don't have subtle spell. You have subtle. Wasn't subtle spell. It's the other one that you were talking about that didn't damage enemies. Okay, or allies. Gotcha. So it fails. What kind of damage did you roll?
36.
36 points. So, what's your DC?
17.
My DC is 17.
17. So those of you, who are caught up in it succeed. Half damage. Balin,
I'm obviously using evasion to
half
it.
damage.
Zerak
Right, Ellie
is
Dove.
dead, so take him out of initiative.
Okay, Ellie Dove fails unless her dex save is really fucking high, which it is. Wow, she has a plus 10. So she actually succeeds. So she takes half damage.
Oh wait, I'm resistant, so I take a quarter.
1 second. And the fire smashes into the Iron Behemoth. The fireball just smacks right into its chest as it explodes. No chance of doing the dex save. But then you watch as the fire that was burning around it is sucked into it. And you see some of the arrows that Eliduff has shot into its back are pressed outwards. They fall on the ground and the metal closes up. One of the large cuts that Balin had done partially closes as well.
Does this seem to be the result of the fire, or?
Make an Arcana check.
I don't. Balin wouldn't do an Arcana. I mean, I guess.
Well,
you
I
got
mean,
little
you're
bit of
asking a
Arcana now.
question. Do an Arcana check, and maybe you'll get really lucky. You have no fucking clue.
16 is good though.
16
I
is
guess-
good,
I mean, I guess
but
Balin's
you're not
a little
sure.
bit
It
into the Arcana
happened
now.
as that was going on. You notice it, but I mean, you're not sure. That brings you have movement, Akeem.
I'm actually going to stay where I'm at.
Okay, that brings us to
Can I
Osalia.
use I'm going to use a bonus action to regain 1 5th level spell slot.
Okay, so burn those sorcery points accordingly, and then you
All
have
of these are sorcery points.
What?
you focus on it, and you have you gain that spell slot back. That brings us to Osalia.
Okay. So that broke my spider form
Okay, so you're
and did 10 damage to me. And I absorbed 5 of that
okay. So you
as
quickly
my reaction.
place, yeah. So like burns through your form, and as the fire is still hurting you, you hold your hands out and you absorb some of the fire damage and some of that power.
Yeah, I draw my staff of fucking striking that now is wreathed in flames from absorb elements, and I look back at Akeem. And for a moment I contemplate hitting him or the behemoth, because I'm not sure what is now my enemy in the room. So, with verbal warning, I tell Akeem I will crush his skull in my bare hands if you cross me. And then I go here and fuck this thing up.
Go for it.
Where's that staff? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I made the.
Did the fireball actually like heal him by closing up his wounds?
Possibly.
Can I roll a check to have determined that?
I would say anyone who all of you saw it, you could make a brief Arcana check really quickly.
Yeah, 29.
29. It looks like the fire healed it. There's some kind of arcane aura coming from this creature where the fire damage healed it.
I'm assuming Osalia is the only one who recognized that, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And it hurt everybody except Akeem.
20. I got 22.
Correct. 22. Akeem, you recognize also that the fire damage did not hurt it.
Oh, I'm sorry. 18. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to talk over my kid. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to roll.
So sassy, bro.
He's pissing me off, man. He's sitting right next to me, just humming out of like a party favor for a birthday.
Oh boy.
I just want to like rip it out of his mouth and set it on
Oh
fire.
yeah, I just got every freaking kid out of this house, dude.
Straight up. I don't know where my fucking attack is for the staff. It's the staff of striking, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So +3.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck it up.
+3, +6, +4. So I have a +13 to hit with it.
Jesus Christ. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually proficient in quarterstaff with the druid, so it's a 24 to hit.
Yep, 24 hits.
I'm gonna expend 3 charges of the staff.
Okay.
So it's a D6 +6. No, 3, 9. So it's 11 magic bludgeoning, and then 3 D6 of force, which is 15. So,
Nice.
fucking hell, yeah. 26 magic damage altogether, 11 bludgeoning, 15 force.
Nice. So you charge, you give Akeem your death stare, tell him you'll crush him. You quickly dart past Balin right up to the side of the iron behemoth. You take your staff of striking and smash it straight into the side
11.
with this explosive force energy, leaving a massive dent, caving it in like a solid 6 inches into the side.
I'm going to not use fire from absorb elements, as I say that fire seems to heal the monstrosity, and I just let the flames just like extinguish after the hit.
All right, and they go out.
It's 14 bludgeoning, by the way. You forgot the +3 from the staff.
5 plus 6 is 11. Yeah, +3. I'm sorry. 14.
All right. Got that? No problem. Are you moving or are you staying there?
Let's stay there with the shield up, just like ready to fucking block this bitch.
All right. The iron behemoth now, its jaw just unhinges open.
Oh god.
And a massive spew of green smoke launches out of its mouth. I need I need not Elidub, sorry, Baylin and Osalia to both make Constitution saving throws.
Thank you. Constitution, no dexterity.
I want a dex.
Oh, fucking. Oh, is it magic? No, it's a con save. I don't get fucking shit.
Constitution.
Nice save, Balin.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get my dice calculator.
Petrified. Great.
Hope somebody has greater restoration.
Not anymore. He's dead.
Yeah, where's Ravix when you need him?
Okay. You're coughing up, Osalia. You suffer 45 points of poison damage. Baylin, you
Jesus.
suffer half.
Half
Jesus.
45, you said?
Yeah. It doesn't do anything else with its turn there.
Round up or down, is it?
Round down.
Kill it with anything but fire.
Yeah, dude.
So that's the end of its turn. That brings us to Nephthys.
Alright, so a lot happened. There's a big fiery explosion that, fortunately, because I'm hellish in ancestry, I'm resistant to it. Big gas cloud just shot out over them two. Looking at Akeem, I say, cross me again and I will personally send you to the Raven Queen. And then I'm going to drop concentration on Hex, because that's on Asalia.
Alright.
And then I'm going to cast Hex on the monstrosity with my bonus action. And we're going to see if that does anything different.
Yeah, you hex it, you feel like it's taking grasp with that shadowy energy.
Strength.
Okay.
And we're going to do a little Yeetus Maximus.
Okay, go for it.
Minus the repelling.
Alright. Hits. Misses.
There. Ah!
Ouch.
Ah!
That's better.
6/4, 6 necrotic.
What is it? 6/4, 6 necrotic. All right. So,
Yeah.
as it's breathing out the poison cloud, you see an opening and release both beams of force energy, I believe, right? Of cackling force energy. The first one just shoots directly off of its shoulder like a glancing blow. The second one, though, smashes into its back. Its head does a 180-degree turn on its shoulders and looks back at you.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. As Nephthys moves back down to the hall, Baylin, shrugging off half the damage of the poison cloud, what are you doing?
I can step into Osalia's space and get an attack on, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't end your turn there.
Alright, 5, 10 feet there. And then we're gonna get a little bit of a sneaky sunblade action in there. As a 30 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
With a 23 damage of radiant.
Whew, nice. So you quickly dash up next to Osalia and then surprise it from the side as it's focusing on her, and its head is just turned the other way, really catching it off guard. You get a massive cut straight through its back.
And then 15, 20 feet right there will do it.
Okay. That as you're moving back, Elidov quickly just takes 5 steps away from it to there, and then launches 2 more arrows rapidly. The first one is a 26 to hit, which will. That is not a good roll at all. A 1-1-3 on the dice. Only 9 points of piercing damage from that arrow strike. The second arrow is unnatural 20, which does hit.
Hell yeah.
This one will do more damage. That is 16 points of piercing damage from the second one as both arrows sink into its back.
Hell yeah.
All right. And that is the end of her turn. That'll bring us to Akeem. What are you doing?
All right.
Fireball.
Fireball. Oh, rank 5.
So last round, I got my 5th level spell back, so this time, I'm going to use a 5th level fireball.
Obviously.
You know, with disbelief, he reaches into his coin pocket and throws out. I think he has. Yeah, 10 gold coins.
Okay.
And while doing so, he casts Animate Object on all 10 coins.
Okay. So 10 coins quickly scatter up to life around the
Holy.
Essentially,
Okay.
you're going to have 10 guys with, like, just little wings flapping around this dude.
Right. So they're all around him. All right. Anything else? Do they attack on this turn?
Yeah, oh, shit. I don't know about attacking, but... Let's see.
And then they're doing more. Like, or you can't animate on water than it. So it's an action to do it, and then as a bonus action, you can command them to do something. So I would say you could use your bonus action.
I'm actually going to use my bonus action to do Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay.
Does that require concentration?
Yeah, that's literally was my next question.
Hold on.
It's just an attack thing. We determined
No,
that.
yeah.
Well, we
Hold on.
determined that it couldn't do like.
Well, it can't like
specific
switch out
things.
it, but I can cast it to attack somebody within 120 feet of me.
Right. But does it still use concentration?
Hold on, I just had it fucking up.
I don't think
Features.
action.
As a bonus action, you can spend 3 sorcery points, which is what I have left,
Okay.
to magically summon a Hound of Ill Omen, modified direwolf, to target one creature you can see within 100 feet of you.
Does it
That's all
go away
does.
after this? That was the question.
No.
At 6th level, ability to call forth the Howling Creature of Darkness to harass your foes. As a bonus
Yeah, it
action,
doesn't say anything about concentration, so that's good.
Yeah, you're good.
you target one creature you can see within 100 feet. The
Where are you
uses
putting it?
I'm actually going to put it right on top of the dude. Just like right. Oh shit.
Okay,
Why
you know,
can't I
can't
click
share his
anything?
space. Yeah, so it could go like right there.
Yeah, right there. That's what I was trying to do.
So it's a dire wolf statistics.
Yeah, so he's
But it's-
got like 37 hit points, an armor class of 14,
Gotcha.
strength of 3, dex of 2, yada yada yada.
Okay, so it has 5 temporary hit points. It's ethereal, so it can move through objects like walls. But it can't end its turn inside of an object or it'll take damage.
Roll an initiative for it.
All right.
Oh, shit. You have to target a creature, and then...
Damn.
Plus whatever the fucking direwolf gets, which is like a +3.
Well, he has a dex of +2,
Okay,
so 22.
Me too. Okay.
So the
All
target
right.
has disadvantage on saving throws against any spell that the sorcerer casts. And it
Nice.
lasts for 5 minutes and then disappears, or if it dies before then.
Legit. All right. That's your action. Bonus action. You have movement.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Osalia, bunch of flying coins come over your side. A hound quickly appears behind it, like emerging from the shadows. What are you doing?
I was observing Nephthys's attacks. Was the necrotic damage effective as well as
Yeah,
the
put
bolt?
it in there.
Yes, they both looked effective.
It was all eaten.
I can't take another blow like that. Let's see.
Chill out. It is 9 o'clock at night.
I'm thinking of doing a I don't have a 5th level spell slot.
Go on.
I'll need a long rest if I'm ever gonna get slots back.
Yeah.
Hey, when you had a chance. Out.
Sucks you're not a spider right now. Or at least
Yeah.
you went into that first bit.
I mean, Nefta suggested at least a short rest.
Yeah, but I watched. I mean, I was fine in hit points. I was only down 10, but this thing just
Right.
fucking bloodied me in one blow. I don't want to just cure wounds myself. Oh, what's taking a potion in your game? Is that an action?
Yes.
Bonus action. I'm going to take the potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Big
So
money, no
it is-
whammies. Hell yeah.
13 hit points.
Alright, so you quickly pull the cork off, down the greater healing potion, as the enemy is paying attention to the coins around it.
And big attack. Here we go. Where the fuck is it? Inflict wounds at 3rd level.
Go ahead, make an
24 to
attack
hit.
roll. Yep, that hits.
18 necrotic damage.
Nice.
It's just a shame you didn't crit, man.
Right?
So you quickly reach your hand out onto its iron form. It's cold to the touch, but the iron there starts to rust and peel up around the like hip area that you were able to grab onto, because that's how tall this thing is. And then you let go, and you can see some of the metal has peeled up and rusted in that area.
I shout to Elidove, the staff, you fool.
She
And
has
I'm
staff.
done.
Staff of the Python.
Oh, it's Staff of the Python, yes. Okay. That brings us to it. Quickly, well, let's see if it gets its breath back. It does not.
Oh, thank
It
God.
raises its sword, and with two lumbering attacks comes down on Osalia.
Oh, God.
Oh man, it doesn't want to try and hit the tiny coins or anything, you know?
No, you're beating it up. It doesn't give a fuck about little coins floating around.
There's a scary wolf behind it.
Yeah, no. That's a 28 to hit and a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
From the first one,
Faithed myself, damn it. That wouldn't have helped.
the first one does. Ooh, God, that's a good roll.
Nice.
I don't like that.
28 points of slashing damage from the first sword strike as it comes down onto your shoulder, cracking the bone. Pulls back up, comes down that second time, which already was a 21 to hit. That's an additional, not as good, but 19 points of slashing damage. That second time coming down in the same area before pulling back. It just stays put, just unfazed by the damage it's taken to this point. That brings us to...
I'm unconscious.
Oh, you're on. So you guys watch as she's struck twice in the shoulder, recoils, and Osalia falls to the ground, bleeding out on the floor. That brings us to Nephthys. You watch your ally hit the ground in front of this iron behemoth. What are you doing?
5, 10. Hang on.
You hang on. Osalia's dying.
5, 10, 15. Okay, seeing that, I'm going to, normally I would send Zarak out there to do this. But seeing as he's dead, I'm going to Relentless Hex.
Okay.
To teleport right there.
Okay, so quickly move in front of the iron behemoth next to Osalia.
And,
its head just looks over at you, Osalia's blood dripping from its blade.
You gotta be fucking me.
Ouch.
Damn.
But she's up.
2-1.
Yeah, my fucking inflict wounds was garbage too.
And I still have 15 feet of movement, which I will go 1, 2, 3.
All right, so you quickly fly to its other side.
And I'm leaving a 5-foot square below me, basically.
Gotcha. All right, anything else?
Bonus action, movement, that's it.
Okay. All right. So, as that's going on, and Osalia eyes open back up, laying on the ground, the hound now has an chance to attack.
Okay, we're going to use the bite action.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
That would be 21 to hit.
21 hits as it bites onto its lower leg.
Okay, and then it would be 2d6 plus 3, 13 points of damage.
Nice. So you bite into it, pull off some metal, small tooth marks, grinding out, do some damage to it.
Is it considered a creature?
No.
Okay. They're
Oh,
never
well, I mean, what do you mean considered a creature?
Well,
Like-
it says if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Yeah,
on
no.
the
So it
bite
would have
action.
to do this.
It has disadvantage because of Hex.
Right.
Wait, no,
and then
that's
it has
strength checks, not saves. Never mind.
So it has to do a DC 13 strength
Strength.
saving throw.
Gotcha.
So it's not at disadvantage, is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, that's a 21.
Okay, so it gets it.
Yeah, so it stays standing, but it did take the damage from the attack.
Yeah. Good. Good little hound.
All right, anything else for the hound?
Nope, he's just gonna stay on this motherfucker.
Okay, Balin.
We're gonna hope you roll bad. I'm gonna use Wango's Psionic Stun, make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 16.
Okay. It does have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Wisdom save. 12.
He is stunned until the next round?
Okay,
Yeah,
one
next round.
second. Let me make sure it's not immune to that.
Until the end of your next turn, isn't it, Balin?
Let me make sure I read that correctly. Until, yeah, end of my next turn.
Damn, nice. Yeah, it is stunned. It is not immune. It just lowers its arms with its sword for a second and is unmoving. You get the sense that the attack worked.
And I will stay here.
Can we get some snaps in chat?
Oh. Yeah, thinking back, as it bit into it, as the hound bit in, I don't believe that would be a magical attack, so it wouldn't have actually affected it. From Balin, and Ellie Dove sees this, or did you have anything else, Balin?
No.
So that 13 damage didn't do anything?
No.
Well.
I guess I can still take it down with the saving throw because it's not immune to that.
Right.
Well, I'm getting at is now my animate objects is going to be completely useless.
What do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, those don't do magic damage at all.
But one
You're
second.
not-
Well, an object in the way, if that's the case. Well, shit.
Well, you know, Nephthys did
Creatures-
say before we even started this that it is
Yeah,
immune
yeah,
to
yeah, I heard
non-magical.
Creatures with lots of resistances can be asses to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I didn't know that about the hound until like, you know, it was addressed, and I was like, oh wow, that's
True.
kind of a huge drawback at higher level because not having magical attacks and just having like just the direwolf template makes that a kind of
Yeah.
a garbage companion.
Hey, I would have thought it would have been magical damage of some sort, right?
I mean,
Like
to me,
necrotic or cold
made
or
sense that
something.
it would have been, but it doesn't say that it does. But let's keep going. But it's stunned, so Balin's attack works really well. Anything? Yeah. No. Your attack.
Oh.
It's stunned.
I gotcha.
Elidove, seeing this opening, quickly fires 2 attacks at advantage, I believe, because it's stunned.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that first one
One of the
is
best conditions.
is a 23 to hit, which does. That is 21 points of piercing damage from the first one. Sinks into its back, still just relentlessly shooting arrows this whole time. The second one is an unnatural. Oh, dude, the second attack every single time I rolled a 9 plus 11 is an unnatural 20, which hits. An unnatural 20 hits. 15 more points of piercing damage as you guys are doing some pretty solid damage. It's looking beat up with the metal getting torn open. It's not looking super hot.
The staff, like Asalia reminded her last turn.
And then she uses her bonus action to throw the staff of the python out. And the massive constrictor snake appears on the battlefield. I don't have an icon for it, but look at this. It's a snake.
Yeah, I was about to do exactly that.
Nice, dude.
Harvey does that for Snake.
All right, that brings us to. Well, let me roll. It acts on its own initiative. I
Snake,
believe. The staff of the python.
Yeah, I think so.
but it obeys your commands.
Use an action on the ground. The staff becomes and acts on its own initiative. So that's a 6 plus its dex, which is not going to be enough to put it ahead of anything. So it's just going to go after Nephthys.
Cool. Well, that's okay. It has like a fucking stupid
Or
strength.
before Nephthys, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
That brings us to Akeem.
Yeah, I'm just looking something up real quick. So it does say I can use the animated objects as like a guard, but it specifically says like guard an entrance or something to that extent. Could I use it like around somebody? Like as a wall almost?
Honestly, it almost sounds like that's more of a security system, but I haven't read it completely through.
Yeah, it says you can issue a general command such as to guard a particular chamber or corridor, which basically means they hang out there and attack anything that isn't supposed to be there, generally you.
Right, it's not like interposing. Yeah, no, it wouldn't
That would be a
protect
no.
anyone. Yeah, that's a no.
Well, then that's completely useless then. Okay. Let's see. I guess as an action then, we'll go ahead and cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
There it is.
And we're going to use it as
Fire damage?
necrotic damage.
Okay.
So we'll do
Make it
that.
It's an attack roll, I believe.
It is a attack roll, and we're going to use it at 4th level.
Okay. Make
Hell
an
yeah.
attack.
So
At advantage,
At advantage.
because it's stunned.
All right. Well, hold on.
Yep.
Let me do it again.
Natural 20, let's go.
Okay. Just for the record, you couldn't choose necrotic. It says acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
Okay. Let's do acid then.
Okay, acid. What was your to hit there? 21?
With damage, it was 30.
So close to a natural 20, dude. So close.
30, nice. Okay, yeah, no, that definitely hits. What's the damage? 16 points of damage?
It was a 21. Well, it says fire, but I didn't type all the other
It's
ones
actually
in.
a total of 37, because you add the two together. Because one's the base, and then the other one's the upcast.
Well, the upcast is if he.
Okay, quick question. Am I looking at the right thing here? We have chromatic orb. That's what we're looking at, correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
Do you have a diamond worth 50 gold pieces?
Oh,
It doesn't consume the spell or the thing, so as long as he has a focus, he doesn't need the diamond.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
I thought if it had a material value to it,
Normally,
that
if it has a material value, you have to add it, have it.
I thought you
even
had
if
to
doesn't
have it.
consume
Oh, right, yeah, that's
No,
true.
only if it says which the spell then consumes. Otherwise, you just need to have.
Well, no, if it has a gold value assigned to it, you need to have that item.
Be in possession of it.
It doesn't
I
get
see.
consumed, but you still have to have that specific item.
So if it takes a 50 gold piece diamond, if you have that
Okay.
on you, you can cast it over and over again with that one diamond, but you have to have it on you when you cast it.
Right.
it would be at least
Holy
50.
shit.
You guys did find a diamond earlier. You don't have it right now, but I'd say like obviously a 500 would cut later on. But you can't use that spell at the moment.
Yeah, if you paid me for it. I don't fucking know you.
Never mind any of
Fact.
that then.
Just watch out for that. A lot of when I was checking out clerics, it seems like a lot of their spells take gold, something like a item with value.
Oh,
Yeah,
same
but it's
here,
usually
dude.
just, like incense or like a block of a block of incense or some like vestments or something worth 10 gold.
Yeah.
Like Nephthys needing a brazier for
Yeah.
finding some
Really.
Yeah.
And 10 gold
Alright,
worth of
what are you doing,
incense,
Akeem?
herbs, and stuff.
They're hanging out.
We're getting real close to the point where I was trying to get tonight.
Just can we try to cast banishment on him and see what happens?
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Let me read banishment real quick.
There, I just posted it.
It's a charisma save.
It has advantage.
Except it has disadvantage because the hound.
Oh. You're right.
200 IQ was that was the plan all along.
Okay, well, let me see if it passes before we hit this conundrum.
Conundrum.
Yeah, I don't use that spell on purpose.
Charisma.
-5.
Its charisma is -5.
Hey, called it.
Yeah, that's a 13 minus 5. So,
For 1 minute, it's gone, right? Or is
and one creature that you can
minute.
see to another plane,
Finish it up
you
to
can
a
send it to
minute.
another plane. So it disappears. Here is the question that I will pose to everyone: does the key around its neck go with it?
Yes. Everything it's
Yeah,
wearing.
everything goes with it.
Oh, it is gone.
Said they would hang out.
it only goes for a minute, right?
Yes.
Unless it's not native to this plane of existence. If it's
Oh,
native to a different plane,
Oh.
like
Well,
the
no, yeah.
yeah, if it's like native to Shadowfell, then he just banished it to the Shadowfell, and it
It
will
stays
stay there
there.
permanently.
Unless it
Okay.
can find its way back.
So
Well, right, yeah.
gone. You
And
guys
now
watch as it disappears out of existence.
we should all prepare spells and attacks in the next minute.
I'm fucking healing the shit out of myself.
I would
Also healing himself.
I would say
I'm
Nephthys,
actually
you
gonna-
probably can you maintain hex on something that's on a different plane of existence?
No.
I do not believe so. I
Okay,
will
so
link
hex-
it.
Can't
Unless
you
it says so, I would say it's gone.
Don't you just maintain concentration on hex for the 8 hours or whatever it is, and then you can change it whenever you want?
Yeah, but he would just have to use his bonus action again to put it back on it.
Gotcha.
I'm actually gonna move down
No,
here.
that
and-
only happens when the target drops to 0 hit points. Otherwise, I have to recast it.
Technically,
Oh,
he's not at
yeah.
0 hit points, Josh.
Let's see.
I don't know.
I'm gonna move down there and then cast Healing Hands on Osalia. So you gain 10.
I would say it will be.
Hang
You'll be
on.
okay when it returns.
Okay. 10 health. Thank you.
Just reading it as
Hang on.
written. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I'm looking at the actual.
All right. As he's looking it up, what are you guys doing? Who's readying actions?
I just healed Osalia for 10 points and then
I
kind
healed
of running
myself.
back to where I was.
Okay. And Osalia, how are you looking? Ellie Dub's asking. I can heal you if you need more.
I just healed myself for 18. but
Balin's just
I
bloody.
tell her I'm just barely okay.
Okay, she moves here. She's going to use both of her 3rd level spell slots and cast 1 Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Baylin and 1... Oh, well, no, she already used 1. So she'll do 1 at 3rd level on Osalia.
I don't know how to play it, baby.
That is an additional 19. And then she's going to cast it on Baylin for 10. And she can cast it on you again if you need it.
I'm down 34 hit points.
Okay, she casts it again.
With that 10 points, I'm down.
That's another 12.
Nice.
I'm gonna heal myself. So this is now 12 seconds of healing out of our total 60 seconds. You should count your actions, so that we don't fuck up when it returns.
Absolutely. She moves back to there. She readies her bow.
Balin, and also when Ellie Dove heals me, Balin sighs and says thank you.
She gives you a nod and then quickly runs back to the opposite side of the pit with her bow drawn.
And then I'm either going to ask, or am I aware, does he come back to the exact same spot he left?
Yeah, he will reappear there.
Yeah. Same spot he will return.
Says.
Neftis is standing back there with the Eldritch Blast ready.
Okay.
I can only ready one thing, so I might as well ready the thing that does something.
Interesting question. Is he going to be coming back stunned? Because it's not the end of my turn. Oh no, but it would. Yeah, no matter the time.
He's not coming back stunned. No.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Can I ready a action right here in Salia's thing with the intent of moving backwards after?
I'd say no, because
movement.
I'm going to kick
movement or action can be ready.
I would say you guys are like sharing this spot there. Like typically, like it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
I'm going to shove the dog out of the way and stand here.
I'm assuming, Akeem, you're telling the dog to move.
Yeah, to back up a little bit.
And then I'm readying
so
something.
like right here. Yeah, good job. There you go. So
all right.
I would assume that this thing is a native to this.
You could guess, but you have no idea what it is.
We're basically waiting a minute to see what happens.
Here's my question for Josh.
Okay.
Is it surprised when it returns, or does it know what's happening?
It won't be surprised. Like it's
okay.
Everyone readied? So anything else before it appears back?
I'm gonna just ready a attack with the staff.
Okay.
Did Ellie Dove give the snake an objective?
Yes. It's going to try to attack the.
Is it going to try to constrict it?
Yep.
Then I will ready my recasting of Hex with Strength instead of Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Fuck it up! Fuck it up!
Second, I just want to make see how this works off the top of my head. Okay, that's what I want to see. All right, and as you all are ready, waiting, it reappears. Everyone, I'm just gonna trust you all to do your attacks. Well, let me see if it constricts your snake hits first. It does not. It only has a 4 plus 6, so that's 10, which doesn't hit. As it tries to constrict and hit around it, nothing. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. You're looking for 20 to hit it. Roll your damage. Let me know the total.
Nice.
26 radiant damage from Balin.
Okay.
I hit with a 20, and with 3 charges, it's a total of 26 damage.
That was
nice.
a close one ahead of you.
Woo!
And it is hexed.
Okay. Ellie Dove hits it with her arrow. She does 16 points of piercing damage to it. You're hexed
laying
it.
down in the bed.
Akeem, were you attacking it?
I got nothing that's gonna help.
Okay, so it reappears. All of a sudden, there's a flurry of arrows The staff comes down from Osalia. Balin cuts into it. The snake not able to get anything as it lumbers for a second. Its arm falls off of its side. Its leg crumbles underneath its weight, unable to support from where Balin had just cut it, and it crumbles like a tin can under the sheer weight. And then it falls to its side. Head rolls off. The head actually rolls level with the ground over the pit. As it's just sitting, looks like almost floating in air above the pit, just on the ground.
Wall of force.
Weird. I use my foot to test the ground.
Yep, it is. It feels like there's floor right there.
It's like walking on water, but on air.
No, it feels like it's like a solid surface.
What?
Step out
Wouldn't
and
walking
take-
on water feel like a solid surface, the spell?
I would say that has a little more cushiony feel to it.
I take the key.
The way
that's
you like
up-
wiggled when you said that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
grab the
cushiony.
key that's probably like flown off the neck or whatever because the head rolled off.
Yeah, the head rolls off, the key is there.
I'm gonna take that key and then kind of tap the floor one more time and kind of look at everybody like. It appears there is another obstacle.
Nephthys steps forward and says, well, he with the key should stand on the pedestal and likely be teleported down.
Oh, that's very insightful. I look to Akeem and I say, to be quite honest, I'm not even sure if you were trying to help us or trying to ensure our death, but that banishment seems to have worked in our favor. I guess we owe that one to you.
That was my last hope.
Rest in peace, Zerak, for the 7th time now.
Yeah, he's getting real fucking pissed at the group. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, that dude
Every
can't
time he
stay
comes
alive.
back, his eyebrows are like they started like this, and they've been just.
I mean, to be fair, his eyebrows are pretty singed now.
He comes back with the
I mean,
characteristics of
what the
whatever
fucking luck
wounded
is it
him.
that I set my sorcerer up for like fire damage, and it's the one guy who can't take fire damage.
Right. Okay.
Like, fuck.
I place the key around my neck, fearlessly step upon the pedestal.
Okay.
Dude, I love that Osalia is fearless. It's kind of funny.
Nephthys will tell someone to rotate Azuth.
Zeus.
And we'll rotate them together, I guess, until they're facing again.
Balin does it on.
When you rotate it to the right, it rotates back. So they're facing each other. Like you push it and then it rotates back into position. So you'd have to rotate it to the right again to activate it.
Okay, yeah, so rotate it to the right. Just like
I
we
will
did before.
concentrate. I'm gonna concentrate
back towards
on
where Osalia is standing right now, you mean?
It doesn't matter, we're turning them to the right.
Well, because your right's different than my right?
No, to the right from the angle that we're looking at. Stop making it difficult. Asalia is casting Shield of Faith. Let's get this fucking done. I have other plans tonight.
Okay. All right, you cast it, or you rotate it to the right, Balin. Osalia, you appear on the pedestal in here.
Whoa, trippy.
Yep.
Probably should have sent Balin down there, not gonna lie.
What are you doing?
I go over to the front of the chest and investigate it.
Looks like a stone chest.
Can I check to see if it's got any sort of mechanism besides the trap? If it's sitting on a pressure pad, or if there's like a tripwire or a lever? Or...
Make an investigation check.
21.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't see anything trappy about it. Looks like it's sitting on stone ground. You don't see any mechanisms associated with it anywhere.
Does the key match the hole?
It looks like it.
Right, Balin.
Or Balin. I'm going to take the key off my neck and place it inside the keyhole and turn it to open the lock.
Okay. You turn it, unlocks.
I open it.
You open it up. As you open it, you see 2 crystal eyes.
GG, easy clap, boys.
Easy clap.
See if the crystal eyes are tied to anything by investigating them for traps.
Another investigation check.
Also, what color are they?
The eyes are sitting on top of this red cushion. One is a pale green and the other is a clear pink.
22.
Yeah, doesn't look like there's any mechanisms, no pressure pads on the inside, no hidden strings or tripwires of any kind.
I'd take them.
Sphere of Annihilation springs into existence in your mouth.
Oh.
All right, you got them both.
Hey, I'm out, guys. Like, that was good. That's all my guy was here.
I return to there and stand statuesque.
Rotate. No, rotate.
Place the key.
Rotate.
Do I keep the key?
But yes, you have the key still.
I put it back around my neck.
Okay. Nephthys rotates Torm. As it does, you appear back up on the top.
Hey.
That's 10, is what Nephthys says out loud.
Osalia like finger guns at everybody. Like, hey.
There's a point I'd like to get to. We're pretty close, and then we'll wrap it up. So, what are you guys doing?
Tell us what that point is.
So, I readdressed the concern of the mirror. Magical mirrors are incredibly dangerous artifacts. There is one that will trap you in a mirror realm and produce a duplicate of your alignment, only the opposite. So if you are good, your evil double will come out of the mirror and you will be trapped inside. I don't think that mirror was that, but it only raises more fear that I wasn't able to identify what type of magic this can do.
Well, I recommend we check the doorway to the north that is webbed off first. Then I take 10 minutes to summon Zerak again, and I look at Akeem at this point and maintain eye contact.
Eye contact makes it hotter.
And then we use Akeem. You know what? I want to change what I'm saying, but I don't. We use Akeem to put the eyeballs in. I'll use Zerak to place the eyeballs.
I use Mage Hand. Go for it.
I can't see and like be safe that way.
What was I gonna say?
That's on her.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots. Oh, I was gonna say, I saw a skeleton thing with a hexagon head run through the whole the door with the mirror and indentation for the gems.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
That's why I walled off the other one. I believe
She's
this is
with
the
me.
path we should go, and the other one is a path that should stay barred.
Whatever your wish. Let's
Where's
just
James
get it
at?
done.
He's only got underwear on.
Weird conversation,
What?
Akeem. Nothing, we're just laughing.
Give me 1 second. I gotta put shorts on my
Akeem's
feet.
talking to his flying coins still.
You guys did great.
Oh no, those coins fell to the ground because he cast banishment.
True.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I pick up 10 gold.
Lots of those guys. Get the fuck off my gold coin. Hold on 1 second.
Alright, so in the meantime, I will say this is a good opportunity to rest, perhaps, properly, before carrying on. And it gives me opportunity to get Zerak back.
I have
you guys
only one first and one second level spell slot left. No wild shapes. So yeah.
They're gonna try to take a long rest? Is that what you're getting at?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a long rest, but you know, it's gonna have to be a tiny hut situation, and
Yeah.
then Akeem will get all his spell slots back, and
It costs me nothing other than 11 minutes, so.
Up, down,
And like
down.
right in the middle of the room, hovering above the floor seems fine, honestly, but
Right.
we know that there are 2 doors that are closed and barred, so we only have to keep a good sight at this hallway, but luckily there's a bunch of floating pedestals that, are difficult to traverse normally.
Right. And actually, on that note, I would like to use Mage Hand, having watched Asalia press the button, and press the button again and see if it closes the door.
Oh, the door's gone. Like, the button was on the door.
Oh, it was on the door. I thought it was on the wall. Never mind.
Oh.
In that case, I'm just going to start casting Tiny Hut, and then Find Familiar, both as rituals.
Okay. Yep, done. No issues. The Tiny Hut appears as you guys watch that familiar ritual for Nephthys doing both.
And I'm going to take First Watch because I have still 6 temporary hit points, and I'm concentrating on my Hex.
Okay.
All right.
Going down once and being spent, I'm sleeping.
For the point of expediency, I did not roll for an encounter this long rest, so you guys long rest. Well, I did roll for an encounter, but I got a 9, which doesn't trigger one. So we will
solid
just to do the long rest.
Wish there was a long rest button in the Roll20 thing.
Right.
There is on D&D Beyond.
Sure is.
Yeah, and buy your books 3 times and then still feel gypped.
Look, to be fair, you just have to take an extra few, it takes a little bit of time, but you can enter all the things for your character as cut homebrew content, and then it's all there.
Yeah.
Lazy.
It's not. It's time consuming, but I just really like the character.
I'm too lazy to do it. I'm saying.
But you can share your homebrew content. So if we did it, I'll talk later. Anyways.
It's like 10 temporary hit points, right? Or is that not a thing?
Yeah, everybody gets 10 temporary hit points on every short and long rest.
Nice. Awesome.
I get 15 because I have big dick energy.
Whoa, I like big dicks.
Big dick energy.
Nice.
Also get my spell slots back at my Rod of the Pack Keeper charge and all 11d6 of my healing light.
And you get back all your Eldritch Blasts.
all my amazing fire damage that helped out a lot.
All right, Ellie Dove picks back up the staff of the Python.
I'd pick up her Python.
It could just wrap around her, honestly.
What was Ravix's
Wait,
god?
keep talking.
Ravix's god? I can't even remember.
I think it was Laugzed.
That might be it.
I don't know if he had it on his
remember the
character sheet
picture.
or not.
Probably.
It's
but
like
long rest complete.
Chaotic, evil, the Devourer, the Eater of Souls, Fire Domain, or
He did love when he was telling me about his character making it. He did want it to be a pyromaniac kind of thing, so that makes sense.
I think it was Laugzed. As soon as I saw that picture, I was like, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so hey Josh, just a quick question. Because there's a lawful good god and a lawful neutral god, if we put an idol or a holy symbol of a lawful evil god on that pedestal, would that have avoided the encounter, or did we just have to beat up an iron golem for the fuck of it?
So, because it's over, you guys, you didn't know, you turned one of them. Could have avoided the encounter by mage handing using a lot of mage hand work. The iron golem, you could have been fucked. One of you could have, because if someone was standing on that platform and you turn the one that teleported you down there, you're stuck in there with an iron golem. But you could have mage hand the key off of it, and then mage hand the lock open, and then moved the eyeballs to the pedestal and teleported them up.
So, question.
Yes.
That would imply that what we are resting on is not a wall of force. Because Wall of Force blocks pathing for spells.
I'd have to read Wall of Force. But then I guess that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, you were fighting an iron golem. Or someone was getting in there real quick and doing something dex crazy and trying to steal a key off of an iron golem's neck and opening it and getting out of there, which could also work.
Sounds like something the rogue should have done.
Right. Okay, so we're long rested. I have Zerak back.
I'm a fighter.
Are we doing this?
I'm a person.
Yeah. Who's doing the mirror?
Zerak.
Akeem.
What did I just delete?
Zerak is doing the thing.
Okay.
Okay. So he's putting all 10 eyes in.
Yeah.
My
All
health
right.
points back to where they're
So
supposed to
Zerak
be.
comes around the corner.
Like all of the crystal eyes we have?
One at a time gets them from you, Nephthys.
I have 2
Slide.
of them, but I'll hand them off.
Okay.
Could
so
you
one at a
drop
time.
Zerak on the board for me again? I deleted
Did I
him
do-
when he went unconscious, or when he died, because he
He's
pops out
on-
of existence.
Just tell me next time, and I can
Move
just
him
put
to
him
a
on the
different
GM
layer.
layer.
Yeah.
And then
God, Dan.
I'm the worst.
isn't it alt to like change
Yeah.
their shape?
Cyrax's the worst,
Oh,
bro. What
not
kind of
to the
bitch only
plot,
has 1
man.
HP?
There you go. There's Zerak. So Zerak, one at a
I
time.
don't have control.
Jesus. 1 second. Sorry.
You're good.
Followed by Nephthys. So- okay, you should be good now, man.
I can't see. I fucked up.
Hold on.
This is the appropriate size, by the way.
Just highlight the icon and then hit the backspace button. You'll get vision.
Okay. Sure
Good
thing.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zerak's
So
gonna
one-
go one by one.
One by one. Eye in. Takes the second one. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Comes back. Puts in the last one. Second.
He's obliterated by prismatic spray. And this time he comes back, his eyebrows are vertical. That's how angry he is.
Puts the 10th one in. Flies back. And then after a moment you hear as the door you assume is opening.
Nephthys is gonna peek around the corner.
Salia, did you ever tell us about that skull you saw peek around the corner when you were
Yeah.
Because it makes
Alright.
Balin wonder how the door opened without that.
You peek around the corner. It's a large room. It's domed, and you can tell it's candle lit. From where you can tell, you can't tell how high the roof goes, but it is out of view. The floors look like polished marble that it is so perfectly polished that you can see the reflection of the ceiling in it crystal clear.
Hot.
Nice.
You can see a few different alcoves in the back of the chamber, and you just see treasure and riches everywhere in the chamber. In the alcoves. Swords, armor.
Dope. Plate?
There's
the
a
middle of the
treasure golem.
In the middle of the chamber is a large spherical object that is hovering under a black silk drape 20 feet above the ground.
Say that part again?
In the middle of the chamber, a large spherical object hovers under a black silk drape 20 feet above the ground.
So the black drape is draped over it. We can just
Yes.
see by the indentation that it's a sphere.
Yeah, that is spherical.
Oh
yes.
my god.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
Did you relay this information, Nephthys?
Yes.
Who has Kubazan? Anyone?
Which one's that again? Sorry.
It's Salia.
Yeah, Kubazan. Yep, Frog Hemoth. That's mine.
You hear Kubazan telling you, "Get in there. Kill whatever is under that drape without warning. Don't give it a chance." Anyone have Obalaka? I think it's
LA Dove.
LA Dove. LA Dove refers. Obalaka seems to think that we should just get the hell out of here because there's a beholder underneath that drape.
That explains the 10 eyes. Nefta says.
Kubazan believes that if we surprise it before it can turn around, we will be able to vanquish it quickly.
I cast Fireball.
Such a behemoth. What a prize.
A very good place to leave it off, honestly.
Yeah, that's where we were gonna stop.
Gives us something to talk about.
Yep.
I mean,
of a beholder.
A beholder is an alchemical gold mine.
Absolutely.
Like, fuck the treasures and the riches. The central eye and every single eye stalk, I mean, is for making magical items and magical potions of the highest caliber.
Absolutely. And it has 2 save or die mechanics. And a anti-magic cone. So, worth talking about. Plus, one of the keys we need ran in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't think Belen, you or Alex, you've gotten a chance to fight a beholder before.
No.
Neither have I.
They're pretty fun, man. They're pretty cool.
I hear people talk about them all the time because obviously they're like one of the baddest enemies you can fight, but I've never actually seen any.
Looks like we're probably fighting a beholder next time.
And good strategy.
Thanks for stopping by. Gonna go ahead and call it there. Yeah. Keep it classy, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.
A really good stopping point. That fight with the iron golem's
love
pretty cool
yourselves
too.
and love each other.
Quickies are always fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
you